Alright, hell yeah, we're live as fuck. Welcome everybody to the CODcast, the greatest podcast in the history of goddamn mankind, according to me. And it's episode 52. Hooray, we did it. We fucking rock, folks. And as always, we have a great fucking show tonight. We're gonna cover all this shit right there. Look at all the shit, man. Like, I was getting the show ready, and then I got the show ready, and then even before I did the show tonight, I found even more stuff for the next show. Too much shit keeps happening all the fucking time, man. I need to do a third show a week, but there's just not enough interest to do a third show a week, so I wish there was, because there's lots of shit to talk about, but maybe we'll build up to that. But as always, guys want to support the show, consider supporting it on Patreon. We need more support. If I get up to like $1,000, I was going to get to $1,500, but I'm not going to get anywhere near $1,500 anytime soon. So if I just get to $1,000, I will do a third show a week. So if you guys want to see me do a third show a week, hey, you know, go on Patreon. $1 or $2, if just like 100 of you would do $1 or $2, you know, that would be like, that still would be 1,000, but still, it'd be a lot better, a lot closer. So anyway, if you can help, do it. And as always, super chats. No super chats yet, but like below the show, super chats. Under the chat thing, there's a little dollar sign. You can click on it, and you can send me tips, and it pops up here. And any question you ask me, I will read. Or any comment, joke, statement. Try to stump the man. Tell me something that will make me look fucking stupid. It's all good. And that's how we support this fucking show. So how's everybody doing tonight? We're going to talk about some Tomi Lahren tonight. Hooray, that's his song. Yep. Yo, what's up, Amy Mortensen? How's everybody doing? Yep. Abby Hoffman arrested for wearing something that looked like a flag. Northerners are happy to do the same. Yep, they don't give a shit, right? Hypocrites of the highest fucking order. Crazy as shit. We're on both Twitch and Facebook right now, so he's watching me on YouTube. If you want to watch me on Twitch, you can do that. Twitch.tv/. Dim is lurking. Who is Dim? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, Twitch TV / Dusty Smith. So, anyway, let's begin the show. So, Tomi Lahren has a new clothing line out. We talked about it a little bit on the last show. It's called the Freedom Line, and it's for those who love gods, guns, and country and are proud to show it. Ooh, aren't you proud to show it? No better way to fucking show your pride than to buy a 99 pair of leggings that are worth probably $5. Yeah, getting scammed in a capitalistic system is as American as it can possibly fucking get, isn't it, folks? Are you free, motherfuckers? Prove it. Prove how free you are by buying my overpriced fucking shit. Yeah, America. Fuck yeah. Man, this shit's ugly. God damn, shit's an ugly clothing line. And it's not flattering to the body either. It's like, it's got problems on so many different levels that not only is it gaudy as fuck, but like none of these people look like they're being flattered by this clothing wear, in my opinion. But anyway, it turns out that her Freedom clothing line, guess what? Yep, you guessed it. Made in China. Of fucking course, it was made in China. Holy fucking shit, dude. And of course, she's been roundly crucified for it. You look at this. This is something she posted, like this was a couple of days ago, and it just came out that it's made in China, and still everybody's on here busting her out for it, which is funny and shit. What the fuck is this shit? I like how the shots are in liberal California. Trump just said, stop wearing clothes made in China, Tommy. That's right. It'll really breathe when you have to run from an active shooter. That's pretty funny. So where are those made again? China, you say? And yep, looks like this. Remember this guy from Napoleon Dynamite? It's exactly what it looks like. So anyway, let's look at the other things that are ripping on her for it. Well, I guess we'll go to this next one first and then we'll come back to it. But she literally tweeted this 5 days ago. This is what a fucking hypocrite she is. If you are a U.S. manufacturer and are proud of the American-made products you make right here in the USA, you need to bring them to the first ever Made in America trade show in Indianapolis in October. See you there. And God damn it, like, oh, such fucking hypocrisy. Like, I know Tomi Lahren is dumb. I know she is a stupid human individual, but I don't know how she managed to fuck this shit up, man. You go on, well, let me just show you. Yeah, this is her right here, right? Tomi, July 17th additional final thoughts where she called on companies to make their products in America. Right here on Fox News. Make it in America. Make it. Are you a patriot? So how do you go on TV, continuously bitch at other companies for not making their shit in America, and then put out a clothing line with flags all over it? And the first question you ask is not, is this made in America? We have to make this in America, obviously, because I want to use that in my advertising, right? I want the advertising to say, made in America. Are you free? You know, Tomi Lahren's clothing line, freedom. It has to be that. That's the first fucking thing she should have asked. How the fuck? I mean, how do you not make it in America? I know it's going to cost a couple of dollars more, but her leggings are $100. The profit margins are already huge. How do you not make it in fucking America? That's how fucking goddamn hypocritical and capitalistic. That's capitalism for you. They want to make sure they make every single dime. $1 or $2 extra per legging. Sure. Who cares if it's made in China? Who cares if we're fucking hypocrites? None of that fucking matters. We need to make an extra $1 or $2 because that's really the essence of America. Everything is a dollar sign. They've turned freedom into a catchphrase. They turned freedom into a marketing device. And it'll work, no doubt. No doubt there'll be a bunch of fat women wearing fat spandex saying, look how much I love America in my tiny spandex. Freedom. Tomi's amazing. And so, went to Tomi's page, and man, people are just fucking shitting on her. Goddamn. Everything she posts. She posted this 3 hours ago, right? I guarantee it's going to be all China talk. Let's see. Fake patriot made in China, yep. Lies, yep. You make your crappy yoga pants in China. Are your Chinese athleisure factory? You put American flag and star, gun holster, spandex, and rename it freedom. So this was a little bit like a pot calling kettle black. Yep. So, love to see it. Love to see these hypocrites get called out, but you still probably make $1 million from this stupid bullshit. And that also is, suboptimal. Suboptimal that people keep falling for this fucking stupid bullshit constantly. And, anyway, what you guys got to say about that? Anybody going to buy her fucking disgusting, cheap-looking clothing line? And, oh yeah, I want to show you guys something else. Let's see if I can find the, where they bust her out for, just everything on here. Everything on here is hilarious. All the fucking comments. When they show her running, and it looks like she's never run in her life. Looks like she's totally fucking uncomfortable running. Anyway, they're all clowning on her. Everybody's clowning on her exactly as they should. Oh, and this too. Like, I never saw this before. I don't know where this is from, but this is kind of semi-entertaining.
Diarrhea coming from my mouth. Verbal diarrhea coming from my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
No one else's.
Yeah, a little mouth diarrhea from Tomi Lahren, isn't it? But, of course, there's plenty of that to go around, so when they say no one else's, that's not true. And green shirt guy laughing the fuck at her, as he should. What a goddamn hypocrite. So, like, how did you fuck this up, Tomi? How? How in the world did this happen? Crazy as fuck. So what do we got about this? Everybody love making fun of Tomi as much as I do. Just stick with Target clothes, yo. I wear, like, Walmart clothes, even though that's made it from China, too. But, you know, if there was a good alternative, I'd probably buy it, I guess, if it wasn't too expensive. But there's really nowhere else to shop in this town. Like, Walmart has run every other place out of business. I don't even think there's another clothing store in this town, period. And I'm not sure there's one other, like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not sure there's one single other place anywhere in this town to buy clothes except for Walmart. I'm trying to think. I can't even think of a dress shop in this town or anything. That's how crazy it is. But, she lives like a capitalist every day. Yeah, I know. I remember Charlie Kirk saying that. Funny. Got all pissed off at Jink. That's my jam. A lazy parody. I don't know what it's a parody of because I never heard the original. But anyway, let's look at the super chats. Light Brother Show super chats. Dusty, we love you, bro. Hey, I love you. TK421. I really appreciate the support. As always, you guys keep supporting me doing this. I will keep doing it. $2. Rusty Dusty. I know, Dusty. You're getting rusty. Why are you playing those video games? I have no idea. I've been playing Dicey Dungeons lately. I'm waiting for the new Borderlands games to come out next month. That's going to be my fucking jam. I'm going to be all over Twitch playing that every fucking day. You guys going to hear me goddamn cuss my ass off as I die. It's going to be fucking beautiful, so you should join me on Twitch for that. And 8P sent me $1.91, which is an odd number, but I sure appreciate it. And the Supreme King gave $9.99, which I really appreciate. In terms of race and immigration, right-wingers and Hitler's ideals are pretty much identical. I learned after reading his first book. Do you think is on purpose or a coincidence. I don't think it's on purpose. I don't think they're like necessarily trying to follow Hitler. I just think they have all the same bad ideas, you know. Conservatives, the super rich in this country, the billionaires, have always been very good at using their money to pit us against each other, pit us against the poor, and the latest thing they've been doing is pitting us against brown people, immigrants. They're going to destroy our country, to, you know, keep us scared so we don't go after the real threat, which is the oligarchy that's running us, right? That's exactly what Tucker Carlson said, you know. He said, I'm part of the rich elite, and our job is to distract you so you don't come after us. And that's exactly what they're doing. Gotta blame it on somebody. Might as well blame it on brownies. So anyway, more super chats, please. Like button of the show. Please support it if you're able to. If you're not, I understand. But if you absolutely can, I could use it. And, ooh, gross. Tomi Lahren, of course, she, now, there's nothing wrong with plastic surgery. Somebody posted the pictures on my Facebook. And, like, if you want to get plastic surgery, there's no problem with that, obviously. But at the same time, when you're known for your looks, when that's really the only reason anybody pays attention to you, you know, and you're such a horrible human being, it is kind of fun to point out that, you know, you basically bought your looks. You're not naturally beautiful. You're a kind of, you know, you're an average-looking person in real life, and then you got your daddy's money to make you look pretty. And anybody can do that, really, right? Anybody can have plastic surgery look pretty. That's nothing. So, she's really famous for nothing. She's famous for her dad's money, and that's the only thing she really has to offer society, in my opinion. And some people might say, that's sexist, Dusty. No, it's not sexist. I would say the same thing about a guy who the only thing he had to offer was his good looks. I guess, speaking of which, I guess next we're going to talk about Hasan Piker. Going from Tomi Lahren to Hasan Piker. Now, we had some fun with Hasan on our last show, and I kind of was making jokes about how ugly he is, and, you know, and about how I definitely don't have sex with him and all that stuff. And we were having, you know, just a good time. But somebody sent me this clip, and kind of asked me to comment about it, and I'm not really sure how old this clip is, and it doesn't really matter. It can't be that old. But, folks, I have to speak out against this shit, because when Walsh was on my channel, he did something almost exactly the same as this, where he was basically calling for violence, and I didn't really speak out against it as strong as I could, because I didn't really understand what he was doing at the time until I watched it back and really realized what was happening. I thought it was kind of a joke, kind of a jokey joke type thing at first, and but no, they're calling for violence, folks. These lefties, and like, let me just show you. They're doing it under the guise of, oh, it's just a joke, but this ain't a joke, in my opinion.
It's hurt poor people that they can afford housing in Berkeley. I don't know how that works.
My understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit. Murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude. Oh my god, in a video game, of course.
NFL
Holy
streets,
shit.
right?
Holy fucking shit, dude.
What they're doing is they're riling people up. How evil capitalists are, how evil the system are, and, you know, how dangerous these people are. And then they're telling you, go kill them. Go murder these people. And then to basically give themselves an out, they're like, but only in a video game. Wink, wink. Only in a video game. That's what Walsh did. Walsh was like, yeah, violence. Go kill them. And then he's like, but only in Minecraft. But everybody sees right through that. They know you're only saying that to give yourself an out, but they know this is what's going to happen, folks. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. Obviously, the vast majority of people that watch you aren't going to do shit, but there are going to be a few fruitcakes in the bunch. And they're going to listen to you, and you're going to be hyping them up, and then they're going to hear you say, go out and murder them. Go out and let the streets run red in their blood. And they're going to be like, hey, these people do need to be fucking stopped. They are destroying our world, and all of you assholes are just sitting on your butts, not doing anything about it, you fucking pussies. Somebody has to do something about it. I'll do it. You know, some little pathetic dweeb whose life sucks and who's never done anything important in his life and has no prospects of doing anything important in his life, and he wants to be important, you know. He wants to do something that he thinks is going to make society better, and his life doesn't mean anything to him because his life sucks. So he's going to go out and he's going to kill people. This is what's going to happen if you guys keep doing this. This is what happened. Well, like Ben Shapiro, and Ben Shapiro doesn't even do this. Like Ben Shapiro and all these other right-wing chuds, even they don't joke about going out and murdering people. You guys are going further than they are with this stupid bullshit. And I feel alone, folks. I don't feel like I'm a part of anything because I cannot be a part of a left that does this. I can't be. Because this is going to get people killed, and I cannot have that on my fucking conscience. No, it will. And let me tell you, when this happens, when one of your fans goes out and kills somebody because of the stupid shit you're saying, it won't be 100% because of that. It'll just help. And when that happens and when that comes out, these guys will say, hey, we were just joking. We don't want anybody to go out and commit violence here to here. But yeah, what you're saying is going to inspire that shit. It's going to instigate that shit. And we have to speak out against this, folks. I feel bad for letting Walsh on my channel and for saying that shit without calling it out, but I have to, like, make it very clear. No fucking violence, dude. No cause for violence. Fuck this shit. Yes, there are problems, but our problems can be solved by working within the system. We can. Killing people or calling for violence is counterproductive. It's not only is bad optics, it's counterproductive. All you're going to do is you're going to give the right ammo to use against us, and they're going to fucking take over even more than they're already doing. How can you guys not see how harmful this is to everything you're trying to accomplish? And I can't be a part of it, folks. I don't know. I can't even call myself a left anymore. I'm definitely not part of BreadTube. If this is BreadTube, if this is the kind of... This is what I call 4chan liberalism. 4chan lefties. They're behaving exactly like 4chan people do, except they're on the left. No. We don't have to fucking do this, folks. All we have to do is attack them on the issues. We win on policy every fucking time. Why do anything else? Why do this edgy bullshit? Why act like children? Why call for violence? It doesn't help. We can fucking destroy these motherfuckers. We don't need this. So anyway, I can't have anything to do with Hasan because, you know, he's just going to do more stupid shit like this in the future, just like fucking Walsh did. So, and these are the new popular people on the left right now. Like, this is why I don't fucking join groups. Every fucking group I try to be a part of ends up goddamn shit. They always end up going off the fucking deep end and doing dumb fucking shit like this, man. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating to not ever be able to find somebody you can belong because everybody's so stupid. So... Anyway, I agree with Tim. Tim says, this provides context for the in a video game thing. It's a meme he's using to shirk any responsibility for his trolling, which is garden variety edgelording, which you see from the likes of Count Donkulus, Sarkon of ACAST, Stephen Crowder, Gavin McGinnis, etc. Yes, exactly right. It's all... He's doing the same thing the fucking 4chan people are doing, except he's doing for the left, you know. Instead of being like, are you triggered liberals? Did I trigger you? Basically, he is, are you triggered conservatives? Did I trigger you? It's just stupid. But it's popular. I guess, you know, it'll make him popular. But, you know, when the blood really does run in the streets, that shit'll be on your hands. And when you come in and say, hey, I didn't mean for anybody to fuck you. That's a bullshit excuse. Don't say you weren't told. Don't say that nobody told you that calling for violence and doing this shit was going to blow back on you and be fucking horrible. Don't say that you had no idea this was possible. Because you do. You've been told. So stop it. I feel like I'm these dudes' fucking dads. I don't want to be your fucking dad, but goddamn, somebody's got to tell you motherfuckers to stop this stupid bullshit. Seriously, it's fucking frustrating. Anyway, what do we have to say about this? I agree 100%. You're obviously very intelligent. Exactly. The dirtbag left. Yeah, I don't want to fucking be a part of any goddamn dirtbag left. I don't want to be a dirtbag. I want to be a good guy. I want to be a nice guy. I want to be a decent person. Somebody that helps evolve society, not somebody that helps de-evolve it. Thank you, Dust, for the same way. Yep. Dusty better not be taking some centrist path. What? Yeah, I'm a huge centrist, aren't I? You've never watched this show, have you? If you think not calling for violence is centrism, then you're fucked. If that's what centrism is to you, then you're so far gone that there's probably no reaching you at this point. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. It's not a joke. It's really not a fucking joke, in my opinion. Yeah, he needs to smoke one or two or 47 doobies. I know, right? Like, dude, like, I hate the saying, this ain't it, chief. But if there were ever a case for saying this ain't it, chief, hey, Hasan, man, this ain't it, chief. Abso-fucking-lutely ain't it, chief. Like, wrong direction, turn around. Immediately figure the shit out, because, but, you know, like I said, he'll be more popular for it. This kind of shit gets rewarded. It gets rewarded. So, yeah, you'll make money, Hasan. Yeah, you'll get fame and women and shit. But, you know, when the people actually die in the streets, that will be on your fucking head, right? Can you sleep at night when that happens? Because that really decides what a piece of shit you are, if you can. So, are milkshakes violence? No, milkshakes aren't violence. I have a $100 bounty on my own head for the first person to milkshake me. If you milkshake me in public, I will give you $100. Guaranteed. The only caveat is, all right, number one, it has to be in public. You can't be like a family member that gets me at goddamn Thanksgiving or some shit. And number two, you have to stay and take a picture with me. Because it's going to be funny as fuck. I'm going to laugh. It's going to be hilarious once this happens. So, no, it's not violence. I ain't fucking worried about no goddamn milkshakes. People have been throwing food at fucking politicians forever. It's completely fine. Have on Secular Talk. I don't know if Secular Talk wants to come on here. There's a lot of people that don't want to be associated with me because I'm radioactive and not really blaming him too much for that. But if he wants to. Hey, Grandpa Dusty, that's the hood. Yeah, man, I'm aging like a motherfucking fine wine. Looking pretty damn good. We were looking earlier at my fucking old-ass pictures. Like when I was a Christian fucking dork. Let's have a look since we already did this. We did this in the pre-show. I do a little 10-minute pre-show on Facebook and Twitch before I do the real show. And so we was talking about this earlier, but yeah, compare me now to when I was a goddamn 24-year-old Christian dork. I am aging like wine or cheese. I guess cheese is supposed to be better when it ages and some shit. Let's see, where you at? Where you at, Christian Dusty? Fat Christian Dusty. In here somewhere, gonna find it. The shit ain't loading fast enough. Here you are. You're me, dorky Christian Dusty. Now compare 24-year-old Dusty to 44-year-old Dusty. Hells yeah. What an improvement, gotta say. Nobody can lie about that shit. Here I got more chins than Chinatown, and my highlights in this dorky-ass suit. I don't know what was happening here, but it ain't good. No kind of good is happening here. There's my ex-wife, Cindy. She purty. She got pregnant recently, and so I'm happy for her. Hope they have a good little rugrat. And I guess we'll go on with the show. Next up, I guess we're going to talk about, I'm not really talking much about this. I'm just going to play it since Tim Blake brought it up, and since we already talked about Hasan Piker. Here's the other end of the Hasan Piker feud is Destiny. Him and Hasan have been feuding a little bit, and Destiny's got some bad takes lately too. So, and I kind of like Destiny. I think Destiny's all right, and I agree with Destiny on most of the things he says. But then occasionally he says some dumb shit, and I'm like, hey, let's make fun of him a little bit for that because that's funny. So Tim Blake says, "Geez, is this guy for real? Indistinguishable for some Fox News commentator." So let's see if we agree with Tim Pool on this.
Bill, whether you can pay for your medication. The very nature of capitalism and commodity production are fundamentally at odds with your ability to live freely. The methods that
God damn, this is so fucking woke, dude. I love this type of political commentary. We should just get all of our goddamn shit for free. God, it's so enlightened. Holy shit. I never thought of it that way, that you have to work. You have to fucking work to live in society. That's some bullshit. I've never felt more oppressed in my fucking life. Holy shit, this guy is fucking woke as fuck.
Bill,
I mean, this
whether
is kind
you can
of
pay
rich coming from a guy who makes his money streaming online, you know? I do the same thing. Our jobs aren't hard, man. Like, we have a real hard job we have to go work for. And yeah, like, I have no problem imagining and dreaming of a society in the future where most of our needs are taken care of by robots and automation, and we don't have to fucking work our lives away at shitty, menial jobs that we hate. Existence is such an amazing fucking gift of all the different consciousness, brains that could have existed and didn't, which is, incalculable, those numbers. You do exist. Your consciousness does exist. It shouldn't, but it does. And it's so rare and special, and you get such a few amount of hours and minutes on this planet. Why should you have to spend that incredibly, very precious little time working away in a cubicle for 8 hours a day that you hate, or doing some fucking stupid shit you hate for the rest of your life? You shouldn't, in my opinion. And if we can figure out a way to make that not happen anymore, if we can figure out a way to make people have experiences where they can enjoy their entire lives and have things mostly taken care of by automation, and of course, if you still want to have jobs outside that, there'll be plenty of opportunity for that and whatnot. I don't see any problem with that. Well, what's the problem with that? Why is that worth ridiculing? That's how it is in Star Trek. Why can't we have a Star Trek future where people do whatever they want to instead of what they have to do? I have no problem with dreaming for that kind of future. And I understand what he's saying. That's not totally realistic just to have this happen tomorrow. Of course not. It's something we have to build towards, but it is something we can build towards, in my opinion, and it's a good dream to have. Why not have that dream? Why not have amazing dreams and then push for them and go for them? No problem with that whatsoever. And here's Keemstar, who I don't like. Keemstar's an incredible dipshit, but at least in here he is shitting on Real Bunty King, who I also don't like. So I like to see these guys fight. It's like that Godzilla meme, let them fight. So, yeah, Real Bunty's like, it must have been a while ago because I don't pay attention to Keemstar anymore. And Keemstar like, no one pays attention to you after they found out how fake you are. You make and switch opinions and personas based on what you think people want. You're such a fraud whose biggest claim to fame was getting your Twitter taken down. I read your LinkedIn. Now you're pretending to be an expert in gaming! Exclamation point, smiley face with tears. Yep. Get him, Keemstar! I don't like Buddy King. Me and Buddy King have had some run-ins in the past where he's always shilling for people like Andy. Well, he was back in the day. What the fuck is his name? Andy Race Worski, and J.P. Garape, the white nationalist. And, of course, Bunty King is an Indian, and he was basically standing for them and having them on a show and chatting them up. And I asked him, this guy's a white nationalist. This guy, J.F. Garape. Don't you want to call him out? Andy Worski just got named the new it boy by the 2 largest white supremacy websites on the internet. Don't you want to call your friends out for this and distance yourself? And he was like, no, I think J.F. Garape is fascinating. I love these guys, basically is what he was saying. So, yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that token motherfucker he would attach himself to anybody for fame. Love to see it dipshit get called out. And, next up, little Sean, or Sayin, as it's pronounced. Oh, you know that, this is really fucking funny, dude. So Joe Walsh is, I guess, going to run for president. First he said, on November 8th, I'm voting for Trump. On November 9th, if Trump loses, I'm grabbing my musket. You in? Yeah, man. If Trump loses, we're going to go shoot people. We're going to murder you all if Trump loses. And then Trump won, and now he's like, friends, I'm in. We can't take 4 more years of Donald Trump, and that's why I'm running for president. It won't be easy, but bravery is never easy. But together, we can do it. Join me. Join us. Go on, Joe Walsh. Let's show the world we're ready to be brave. Oh, this brave guy. Oh, God. So here's this brave American guy, right? This is the guy that was on Sacha Baron Cohen's show. Sacha Baron Cohen's is Borat and Ali G, for you don't know. And he had this prank show. I think it was called, This is America or something like that, where he pranked conservative commentators and politicians. And he got Joe Walsh on there. And he got Joe Walsh to give an advertisement for a program that gives grenades to kindergartners. I shit you not, folks. This is the guy that wants to run as the alternative to Trump.
Intensive 3-week kindergarten course introduces specially selected children from 12 to 4 years old to pistols, rifles, semi-automatics, and a rudimentary knowledge of mortars. In less than a month, a first grader can become a first grenader.
Toddlers are pure, uncorrupted by fake news or homosexuality. They don't worry if it's politically correct to shoot a mentally deranged gunman. They'll just do it. The science behind this program is proven. At age 4, a child processes images 80% faster than an adult, meaning that essentially, like owls, they can see in slow motion. Children under 5 also have elevated levels of the pheromone Blink-182, produced by the part of the liver known as the Rita Ara. This allows nerve reflexes to travel along the Cardi B neural pathway to the Wiz Khalifa 40% faster, saving time and saving lives.
When it comes to the safety of our children,
the way to stop a bad guy with a gun
is a good kid with a gun.
A good kid with a gun.
A good child with a gun. Happy shooting, kids.
Oh, God. Oh, God. This is real life, folks. This is fucking real life. This is so fucking funny. Oh, shit. You just gotta laugh. You just gotta laugh about how crazy this is, I get this, programmer God. I get it. This is some big fucking joke. I'm onto you. Gotta watch out for the creator God. He's fucking insane. But anyway, so what do you think? Is that guy gonna be a better president than Trump or not? Oh shit. It just that tickles my funny bone there. They have to sorry. I'm not drunk or anything. That's just so funny to me. Okay, I'm going to try to stop laughing. All right. Got a show to do. Cult of Dusty, they have to say that or they would get them banned from Twitch. Yeah, I know they have to say that part, but they shouldn't say the first part. That's the bad part, right? Thanks, Dad. Yeah, no, I'm all you guys' dad. I hate that, but if I got to be, I guess I'll do it. Why not? Whatever. You look like L. Ron Hubbard. Hey, my teeth are better than L. Ron Hubbard, motherfucker. He has some disgusting, nasty teeth, that's for sure. I got pretty good teeth overall. They're tiny, but they're okay. Dusty is a hater. I know, right? I hate everybody. Dusty made a shit ton of money playing video games. He worked so hard. Every level was a struggle. I know, right? Dusty's definitely a hater. I know. Definitely. Y'all too much on YouTube. Well, it's kind of my job, so have no choice. Got my eyes all water now. I can barely see shit now. Oh, fuck. Laughing my ass off. That is a real life LMAFO right there, folks. I can't stand this guy. He's a charlatan all the way. What a grifter he is. Name sucks. To Walsh. Yep. Walsh is a trud. Definitely laughing my ass off. I know that shit's funny, isn't it? This is not the Onion. I know it's hard. It's hard to believe this shit's true, but it is. Dusty wants Hasan's ass. Yeah, I'll take a little Hasan ass. Maybe I can explain to him why he should not threaten violence on people, why I'm fucking him in the ass. I'm a top. Sorry, Hasan, I'm a top, so you got to be a bottom if we're going to do this. Kyle talks with everyone. He's a free speech absolutionist. Okay, well, I'll ask him if he'll come on. We'll see. I doubt he goes on everybody's show that wants to have him on, because then he'll be on everybody's show all the time, because there'll be lots of smaller shows that want him on. Did you see the one where Georgia representative charged a bare ass while screaming America? No, I didn't see that. You got to send that to me. Send it to me on Twitter. Yeah, my chat's pretty chill for the most part. We got some good folks in here. I love all you guys. Let me do the super chats. Super chats. Like the show super chats. What we got here? Lane Magny 489. Tell me the difference between income statements and retained earnings statements. Oh God. Okay. Income statements and retained earnings statements. I'm guessing an income statement is your total income that you got, and retained earning statements is the amount of money you managed to keep that doesn't involve what you spent. Is that right? I don't know. I'm just guessing. No idea. Good question, though. Way to stump the band. HS Ross, $5. Hey, good call on left-wing calls for violence risking the kind of stochastic terrorism that we see in the right-wing hateful and violent rhetoric. It's exactly what it is. They are going to cause violence if they keep doing this. It's just a matter of time. And then they're going to say, oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. But yeah, you did. Yes, you did. And you kept doing it anyway if you keep doing it. So you've been warned. You've been told. You got no excuses. So if it happens, I'm going to fucking crucify you. Just saying. Just saying. If left-wing violence increases and left-wingers go out and start killing people, I'm going to crucify you motherfuckers. So you better think about it. You might want to think about it, because I'm not the only one that's going to do it. Most lefties don't call for violence, though. Not even non-compete who calls for a peaceful general strike revolution. Yeah. Most lefties don't call for violence. That's absolutely right. The left is way more peaceful than the right is. That's why we have to, when the few people do call for violence on the left, we have to call that shit out, because they're going to be saying to the right, how come you lefties didn't call this shit out? We did. I was Johnny on the spot. Every time somebody said something like that, I want to be Johnny on the spot. I want to be the first one that says, nope, I called it out. You know, I was right there, and I did. So, Dusty, what limits do you think there should be on free speech? I don't think you should be able to spread violence. I don't think you should be able to say, hey, go kill that person. I think that should be a violation. That's not covered under free speech. And I don't think, like, slander, like saying something that you know is not true about someone in order to, like, hurt their business and stuff, or to, you know, hurt their life. I don't think that should be, you know, it should be, well, I guess it should be actionable, you know, in the civil courts. But other than that, I think free speech, you know, is pretty much unlimited. But free speech doesn't mean that you're above criticism, and it also doesn't mean that these private social media companies have to house you or be associated with you. Like Paul Joseph Watson. Two different domestic terrorists have named Paul Joseph Watson in their trials. They didn't name him, but he was named as people that these terrorists visited in their trials. And so places like Facebook don't want to be associated with that. They don't want to be associated with people who know that they're going to lie to their unstable audience and it's going to cause violence. And so they shouldn't be forced to be a part of that if they don't want to. They should have every right to kick them off their platforms if they want to, and they did. So I don't think that's a violation of his free speech at all. So good question. Scroll up here. HS Ross, $10. All lefties from TYT to Cal Kalinske to Sam Cedar to Micro Books to even non-compete are non-violent. Only edgelords like Hasan and Walsh use violent rhetoric. You're old enough to be their dad. Yep, I know, right? I'm old enough to be their dad. And if I have to be like a dad figure to you, I will be and tell you not to do it. Stop it. Stop it. Bad Walsh. Bad Hasan. Don't do that anymore. But, like, I just can't be involved with these people because, when some bad shit happens, like, if I'm involved with them and bad shit happens, when people go out and start killing people, They're gonna be like, see, Dusty, you were to blame for this, and they'll be right. If I didn't stand up, say something, if I stood by these people and associated with them, they'd be right. And so fuck that shit. The Supreme King 489, my little brother 17, is now an atheist in large part thanks to you, Dusty. Hooray! I did it. Now you're gonna burn in hell for eternity. I have just stole the eternity from your brother. I'm evil. But he'll be right there with me, burning for eternity, so it'll be cool. We'll be hanging out. Tell your brother I said hello, and thank you for that, Supreme King. More super chats, please. Support the show if you like it. And next up, I guess we're gonna shit on Tucker Carlson a little bit. Oh yeah, well, this is the thing Tucker Carlson said was a hoax, but this happened day before yesterday at North Carolina. Here they are, live and well, the Ku Klux Klan, and we have everybody constantly telling us that it's the left that are the racist, you know, right? Democrats used to be all KKK members, right? KKK used to be all Democrats. Hell, Lincoln was a Republican. It's the fucking Democrats. But no, dude, things have changed. Fucking shit flipped around, and so I live in Mississippi. I can tell you right now, and you can see it here for yourself. They're Republicans. Help make America great again. Yep. All the KKK members, all the white supremacists, all the fucking racists here in Mississippi, in my experience, are fucking Republicans. These motherfuckers claiming it's the left that are fucking racist because of what happened 40 and 50, 60 years ago. It's just bullshit, right? Shit changes. It has changed. Trust me. It's different now. This is what it's like now. They're telling you. They tell you their own mouths, you know? Long... what does this say? Loyal? Oh, loyal white knights. Yesterday, today, forever. Ku Klux Klan. Help make America great again. Join the loyal white knights. See? Same as it's been for, like, all my life, pretty much. All my life, it has been Republicans who have been the racists here in Mississippi. And maybe it was different before I was born, but it sure isn't different now. So anybody who says that it's liberals that are racist, obviously they're just, you know, trying to distract you and lie to you so you don't realize the reality of the situation. And speaking of reality of the situation, how about America's ass? Love America's ass. This is Chris Evans, one of my heroes. God damn it, Chris Evans. So sexy, Chris Evans. Man. Like, I'm usually only 20% gay, but right now, I'm 30% gay. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, apparently it's Happy International Dog Day, and fucking Chris Evans is the king of fucking Twitter. 561,000 likes. He put this up today. It's still fucking going. God damn it, this dude's a goddamn boss. Love me some Chris Evans, and also to all you puppers out there, Happy International Dog Day. Dusty loves you, Dusty loves you, Dusty loves you, and yeah. Apparently, Trump has been watching Sharknado, and he's been like, hey, why don't we do like they do in that movie and just nuke hurricanes? This is according to the newspaper or website Axios, who claims that one of their insiders in the Trump administration was sitting around in a meeting with him, and he was like, hey, why don't we nuke hurricanes? And they were like, well, we're looking at that, Mr. President, and they were looking into it for him. And, of course, Trump says, that never happened. I never asked anybody to nuke a hurricane, but I don't believe you, Trump. That sounds exactly like something Trump would do. You know, he would be watching Sharknado and he'd be like, hey, that's a great idea. Fucking just drop a few nukes in the goddamn middle. And I think Trump is on to something. I think we should nuke the shit out of goddamn hurricanes. I mean, what could be bad about irradiating our oceans? It's not like we eat anything from there or anything, right? That'd be fine. And also, when they're done nuking hurricanes, I lived in fucking Kansas for a long time, and there's a bunch of fucking tornadoes there. Why don't we fucking nuke tornadoes, man? We should be nuking tornadoes all over goddamn Kansas, man. There'd be no fucking tornadoes anymore, right? We would nuke the whole fucking country. We should just nuke everything. You know, storm clouds? Nuke that shit. No more storms? Think about it. No more fucking lightning strikes in your house. No more blowing up your TVs and shit. No more over-surging shit. Wouldn't that be awesome? What could fucking go wrong with launching nuclear bombs all over our country, right? Seems rational to me. I am definitely glad Trump is our president, because this is definitely the man we need to make changes. And even Hillary is dunking on him. Hillary saying, we should not nuke hurricanes. Yep, even Hillary got 220,000 likes. Holy shit, that's a bunch. I guess you go, Hillary Clinton. I haven't been a fan of Hillary Clinton since she lost the election, but that's a little bit funny. And, God damn it, like, nobody believes this. Even I can't imagine even his own people believe this. Even the most arduous Trump supporters can't possibly believe this happened, The question I was asked most today by fellow world leaders who think the USA is doing so well and is stronger than ever before happens to be, Mr. President, why does the American media hate your country so much? Why are they rooting for it to fail? Like world leaders came up to him and said this. Like any world leader ever, like even one. He said multiple, like even one. Of course this did not happen. This is so ridiculous. And here's the thing. I think the people that follow Trump, they know this is a lie. They know this didn't happen, but they don't really give a shit. They actually like it when Trump lies because they're like, when Trump lies about stuff, it upsets liberals. Look how mad they are about his lies. You keep lying, Trump. It's hilarious how mad you make them. So it's just like, they don't care about truth. They don't care about honesty. It's a whole ideology based off pettiness. You know, if it upsets you, good. I don't care how bad it hurts me or the country or the future generations. As long as you're upset, I hate you so much that I'm okay with the fact that maybe my grandchildren will die off from global warming. That's fine. Who gives a shit about them? Look how mad you are. It's awesome. And that's really the entire conservative movement right now. That's all fucking, you look at Paul Joseph Watson's page, that's all he does all day long. He's just whatever he can think of to upset people. You know, did I upset you? And his fans love it. That's what they live for it. It's just the most grotesque, petty little people. And that's why I'm not on board with the same version of that on the left side. Calling for violence and this whole 4chan liberalism or leftism. I'm not for that at all. It's just stupid. It's childish and it's stupid. Yes, you're going to be popular from it, but it's not going to make me like you very much. Not that that probably means anything to you, but if it does, and this is funny. Latinos for Trump next to the chicken for nuggets sign. Yep, exactly. How the fuck are you going to be a Latino for Trump, man? Like, Trump doesn't give a shit if you're here legally or not. He don't think any of you guys should be here. But let's just be fucking honest, dude. He don't give a fucking shit about you brown people. Just amazing. Women for Trump, Latinos for Trump, chickens for nuggets. Perfect. Perfect. Dude said that was from his mom. His mom is cool. And this is the picture that has been blowing up the internet today. It's Life Imitates Art. You guys know this one? Well, boom! Who's the alpha male now? Hell yeah, Trump got cooked. Trump got cooked. Man, look how she looking at him, man. She want that dick. She want that Trudeau cock so bad she can't even think straight, man. She looks like she just went into heat immediately. And look, Trump grabbing her hand, squeezing it. Don't let go, Trump. Don't let go. But she probably won't cheat on you, Trump, because she get caught out and she's a gold digger and she don't want to live without your money. And Trudeau don't want her. Trudeau could do a lot better, a whole lot better. So anyway, hilarious. Love to see it. Trump cooked. Hate using the word cucked unironically, but if ever there was a reason to use it unironically, this will be it. So what we got to say about this? Do we love watching Trump get cucked? Is that hilarious to us? Does that make our day? Make everything just slightly a little bit brighter? I think it does. Trumpnado, I know, right? I'd watch that movie. Probably be better than Sharknado. Too bad Chris Evans does shitty movies. What? Bite your tongue, that's blasphemy. The fucking MCU movies are great. Some of the best shit they put out in a long time. Care what you say. I was surprised scientists said that it wouldn't stop a hurricane. Yes. Shocking that nuking a hurricane is not going to stop it. What do you mean? Scientists going to blow it apart? Can't you just blow everything apart? Isn't that how it works? Nuke my girlfriend when she doesn't make the head? Oh, make with the head. Yep. Just nuke everybody. Nukes everybody. Reminds me of The Simpsons where the bully was wearing a shirt that says nuke the whales. And Lisa Simpson looks at him and she goes, nuke the whales? And he's like, yeah, you got to nuke something. So that's Trump in a nutshell. He's the bully from The Simpsons. Ha ha. Let's see. First time she smiled in like 3 years. I know, you never see that girl smile. I feel bad for her. She definitely smiled at him, though. Dusty sent you that clip on Twitter. Okay, thank you. I will check that out for the next show. And fetish, cuckoldry. Fetish, not my kink, but a valid use. Yep. I've seen plenty of fucking cuckold videos. And that definitely, usually it's a black guy, but I think Trudeau would do. He'll do as a black guy. Wonder if he's got a big black cock. Alright. Do the super chats. Super chats. Super chats. Alright, totally agree with you that we should aim at everyone being able to live comfortably with minimal, unpleasant work for equitably distributing the gains from automation. Yeah, that's just like one thing that me and TJ agree with. Now, TJ was asked about this, and he gave a response, and I thought it was dead on. He was like, he would like to see a world that's kind of like WALL-E. You know that WALL-E show movie where they're like all the fat people are like in these hover couches, and he's like, not necessarily fat people. We want to be fat. Hopefully science would help us to be in much better shape and whatnot. But yeah, something like that where we can just like sit around, lounge around all day and be driven around by hovercrafts and have all our needs and wants taken care of by robots and shit. That would be awesome. Why wouldn't we want that? If we could make that happen, and it seems like we can. It seems like it's definitely doable with the technology that we're creating. So yeah, I don't see any problem with that at all. That sounds great. Sign me up. HS Ross $10. But I think Thoughtslime doesn't appreciate current resource constraints and puts too much blame on private ownership structure, absence of co-ops for all current ills. Yeah, like I disagree with some of the Thoughtslime's points and whatnot, and I think that he obviously has too much of a rosy view on how quickly we can get there. I think a lot of people do. I think we're going to have to go through social democracy first. We're going to have more of a Denmark-type system before we can move into any kind of thing, like more socialist completely, but... You know, I think we'll get there slowly but surely. Maybe not in my lifetime, but eventually. So, looking forward to seeing it. HS Ross, $5. You nailed it. That Trumpster and Chuds literally want to let the world burn just to troll people that they hate. Yeah, I know. It's just sad, petty people whose obviously lives aren't going the way they thought they were going to, so they hate everybody, and so they don't give a fuck. They want you to suffer as they are suffering. Misery loves company. That's what it's all about. And, I haven't watched this yet, so I don't know how bad this is going to be. It's better when I don't watch it because you guys get to see my real initial reactions, nothing rehearsed or anything. So apparently somebody, I think this is Sinatra. He's like this right-wing chud, made a video about me yesterday, I guess, and somebody sent it to me. So thought we'd take a look at this, see what the fuck he has to say, see what the
Today we're going to be looking at...
Oh, it's 13 minutes long. Okay. I don't know how much you're going to watch this. We might watch a little bit. Holy shit, 23,000 views. That's pretty fucking good. All right, let's see what he has to say about me.
Today we're going to be looking at someone a little bit different. Ooh. I don't think I ever made a video on this person, just kind of made fun of them in streams. And nobody did it better than AP did. But he's here now, and he's complaining about Joe Rogan... I don't know, existing and being successful while doing so. I really don't know what he's going for here, but let's take a look.
Fucking Joe Rogan. God damn it, Joe Rogan. Like, I was kind of like warming up to Joe Rogan a little bit. He had Bernie Sanders on, and he seemed to agree with Bernie Sanders pretty much.
Yes, I did not like this man before, but he did something I liked, so I was starting to warm up to him. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. Maybe it's a little different for internet personalities. You only really like them if they talk to people you like, apparently. How does that okay. But, as you can see here...
I'm trying to think of something to comment, but he's not even saying anything that means anything, so it's hard to comment when he's not saying anything.
Dusty was pretty happy that Joe Rogan had Bernie Sanders on, and he was starting to warm up to him. Mm-hmm. But Joe committed a cardinal sin. Let's see what happened.
But that's typical Joe Rogan, right? Whoever he has on, he just, like, he's water. He's like Bruce Lee, right?
Maybe? I don't know. I've never seen Joe Rogan do something that was objectively hypocritical for him to do. Maybe he has in 200-some episodes that are 3 hours apiece.
Yes, Joe Rogan has plenty of people on there that are chuds and say false information that Joe allows to go through without correcting, or he agrees with completely. Like when he had Ted Nugent on, and Ted Nugent said... that vegetarians kill more animals than meat eaters, which obviously, like right off the bat, that should immediately make your brain go, huh? That sounds stupid as fuck. But Joe Rogan's response was, that's an amazingly good point. So yeah, he does it all the fucking time. Like when he let Jordan Peterson on there to lie about Bill C-16, which directly caused hatred towards trans people. He does it over and fucking over again. So yes, there's plenty of goddamn examples. But anyway, this video's boring already. He's not even saying anything. Like, I don't see how this got fucking any views whatsoever, but that's just the right for you. So, anyway. I was hoping it'd be more interesting than that, but it's not. So, what you gonna do? You guys gotta do a better job coming at me. Make that shit entertaining for me. And, I've been shitting on QLED a lot lately. QLED is the, publication for the intellectual dark web, but apparently... there is some dissension in the ranks. Holy shit. Oh, so this is Claire Lehman. She is the editor of QLED magazine. And she is starting to attack Eric Weinstein, who is a member of the intellectual dark web. Holy shit, they're eating their own. So this person says, this man is a moron. Brett has pretended to be a serious evolutionary theorist for too long. He's made zero contributions to the field and speaks indecipherable garbage on his YouTube, Twitter that completely butchers evolutionary biology. He is an imposter doing harm to the field. And this is right, he is. Like, Eric Weinstein is a fucking joke. People act like this guy is some kind of intellectual titan, and he's not. He's not that smart at all. He's most of the shit he says is dumb. He might know some things about evolution, and he might have some cool takes about evolution here and there, but most of the stuff that comes out of this dude's mouth is fucking garbage. And surprised to see Claire Lehman actually attack him for it. She said, I don't like the name calling in this tweet, but I am getting sick of the way the Weinstein brothers pontificate about science without providing any specifics to back up their broad, sweeping arguments. And hell yeah, I can't stand Claire Lehman. She's dishonest as fuck, but you go. That's 100% right. That's what these guys do. They're not that intelligent. And we were talking about him on the last show. This is best friends. I think it's his brother, Brett. Is that his name? That's the brother of Eric, and he's best friends with Sean Lennon, who was we talked about on the last show about how me and Sean were kind of friends a little bit, but then he asked me not to shit on the Weinstein brothers because they're his buddies, and not to shit on Jordan Peterson because they're all his buddies and stuff. And I was like, have you met me? Telling me not to do something is just going to make me do it immediately. I am 12. So anyway. All right, get ready for this one, folks. I don't know what the context behind this is. I want to know. I have questions. If you have answers, please let me know. With that, I give you naked fat person running and getting tasered. Boom! Yep. Awesome. Naked fat person runs and gets tasers and falls on their face. I don't know why they're running. I'm not really sure if this is a guy or girl. I think this might be a girl because they have long hair, but I'm not real 100% sure. But one thing I do know, this person has an amazing bush. Look at that fucking bush, man. I don't know. Is this Jessica Yaniv? No wonder she's suing to have her fucking bush waxed, because that is amazing. Amazing. So I could watch this all day. Yep, taser flop. Hell yeah. That's some amazing shit right there, isn't it, folks? So what do you think about that? Do we love watching overweight people get tasered? Yep, laughing my ass off first thing I see. Thought we might like that. Cult Dusty, this idiot stole a great man's name like Sargon did. I know, right? Poor Sargon of Akkad, the real one. Bet he's rolling over his grave. Joe Rogan's a cool guy who thinks he's a mecca of knowledge. Joe Rogan's okay. Like, most of the time he's okay. But, I mean, he does have the biggest platform for podcasts on the internet, and he repeatedly does not live up to his responsibility for having the largest podcast. You know, I preach platform responsibility. When you have a large platform, when you have any platform, you have responsibility, but the larger your platform, the more your responsibility is. And he does not in any way live up to that responsibility, and he deserves to get called out for it. So I have no problem calling it out for it. I like bushes. But bushes are cool. Bushwhacked. Is it pixelated? Nope, not pixelated. I don't think so. Why would that cop tase her? I don't know, because that's what cops do in this country. They just tase. Tase first, ask questions later. I don't know why you would lead to literally tase a naked chick for. I don't know what they did. I want to know. If anybody's got answers to this, why they're running naked, why a cop is chasing them running naked, any of that. If you have answers, fill me in, please. The woman has pixels of her tits and the pesky film. I didn't notice there were pixels on it, but I really wasn't looking that closely. So let's see. Are there pixels on these nipples? Let's make this bigger. Let's investigate. Is there audio? No, there's no audio. Okay, let's see. I don't see any pixels, but maybe it's going too fast. Let me pause it. Oh, pause. No, I'm thinking that's a dude. Maybe. It doesn't look like he has a fully formed breast. And maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Anybody got answers for me? I'm open to it. So anyway, moving on with the show. Next up. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I'm already laughing before I show you this. All right. Yeah, is this something that people just do now? They just at, like, parties now, just hanging out, and they just flopping out their titties and sucking on titties and shit? Like, is this something they do in the Mexican community? Just, yeah, at a concert, just whip your titty out, let me lick the titty. Yeah, somebody filming them. They're like, pull it up. Yeah, nobody saw that, except for the guy behind you filming in the whole thing. I was like, yeah, I like big, thick women. Let me shove my tongue down your throat after I licked you. How's your nipple taste? Yeah, my tongue tastes like your nipple now. Get it. Get it. Yeah. She thought about giving him a little bit more nipple, didn't she? She's like, nah, I thought second about it. Oh, yeah. Breastfeed in public. I'm all for it, I guess. Guess that's what they mean by breastfeeding in public. I guess that's cool with me. Do what you got to do. I ain't hating on you. Everybody has to have their titty sucked every once in a while. And next up, we're going to shit on Lawrence Krauss a little bit, because he needs to be shit on a little bit more about this, about the fact that he is buddies, or he was buddies with Eric Weinstein, not Eric Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Eric Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, totally different. Sorry, Eric Weinstein, you are not Jeffrey Epstein. You're, as far as I know, not a child pedophile trafficker. But anyway, apparently Lawrence Krauss and Jeffrey Epstein were really close friends, and Rebecca Watson has been covering this. Remember Rebecca Watson? All the anti-SCW conservatives hate Rebecca Watson, so let's trigger them, because that's what I want to do. Are you triggered? Are you triggered? It's Rebecca Watson. So anyway, she's like, I've been covering this since 2011. Epstein had already been convicted of raping underage girls when he gave Krauss $250,000 for his Origins project. Krauss said, I don't feel tarnished in any way by my relationship with Jeffrey. I feel raised by it. Yeah, I'm sure you do, dickhead. Fucking taking the money, covering up for pedophiles, and we need to, like, ostracize people like this. This is the guy that got called out by the Me Too movement for being a groper. Actually, Christina Rad, you guys know who that is? Let me type in her name so you guys can see her face, so you may trigger you. Like, back before I even started my channel, like 10 years ago. Oh, God damn it. She was, like, one of the big people in the atheist community. And she don't really do it anymore, but, I think she retired a long time ago, but she was real popular for a long time, and she was going to all the atheist conventions. Anyway, she put out a video last year where she's talking about her experience with Lawrence Krauss and how Lawrence Krauss basically groped her, like walked up to her and ran her hand down her back and to her thigh and stuff, and made her feel uncomfortable. And you can tell she is just she's just telling the truth. You can watch it and you can tell she's not trying to make him really look bad or anything, or she's not trying to exaggerate. She's just very calmly explaining what happened, and comes off incredibly credible, so I'm sure she's telling the truth. But yeah, fucking creepo Lawrence Krauss, fuck this guy, fuck this Jeffrey Weinstein apologist. And here he is with your buddy Jeffrey Weinstein. Anything for the money, right, Lawrence? It don't fucking matter. Anything to help you hang out with girls and grope them, right? And I see more people like Zini starting to call out Jeffrey Epstein's connections to scientists who help him clean his pedo image. Let me tell you about the one who not only quietly took his money, but vociferously supported him after Epstein's conviction, Lawrence Krauss. And then I already read that one. Krauss used his position as a respected scientist to convince people that Epstein's victims were liars. As a scientist, I always judge things on empirical evidence, and he always has women 19 to 23 around him. But I've never seen anything else. Well, I mean, the information was out even then about the young women who came out and said that he was with them. So do you take empirical evidence or not? People saying and telling you and doing lawsuits explaining what happened, or just, I didn't see it with my own eyes, so he didn't do it around me, so that's empirical evidence. No, that's not empirical evidence, motherfucker. This is you using science to try to cover for a pedophile. It's exactly what you're doing. It makes you the fucking lowest of the goddamn low. So as a scientist, my presumption is that whatever the problems were, I would believe him over other people. Yeah, I'd believe him over the little kids he raped. They seem like liars to me, but he gave me $250,000, so for some reason, I believe him. I couldn't believe he'd say this, so I emailed him and asked him to clarify. Krauss doubled down, saying, among other things, that Epstein was the victim. Yes, it is. Based on my direct experience with Jeffrey, which is all I can base my assessments on, he is a thoughtful, kind, considerate man who is generous to his friends, and all of the women I have known who have been associated with Jeffrey speak glowingly in the same words. Jeffrey apparently paid for his massages with sex. Apparently paid for his massages with sex? What does that mean? Does it mean they gave him massages and he gave them sex in exchange as payment? Who in the fuck would take sex as payment from Jeffrey Epstein? Am I reading this wrong? I believe him when he told me that he had no idea these girls were underage. Yeah, I believed him. Sure. Oh, I get it. He apparently paid for massages with sex, meaning that he had played with massages that came with sex. Okay, I get what he's saying now. I believe him when he told me he had no idea they were underage, and I doubt that people normally are asked for or present a driver's license under such circumstances. Moreover, I also believe that Jeffrey is an easy target for those who want to take advantage of him. Moreover, he likes moreover. Moreover, I can say with great honesty that Jeffrey's time in prison led him to a seriously examining his life in a very positive ways, and I don't believe in blanket condemnations of people. He served time for something that was determined was inappropriate. I honestly don't know who was the victim in this case. Oh, God. Fuck Lawrence Krauss! Fuck Lawrence Krauss! Probably everyone was a victim. with no happy resolution or consequences of these activities. I fully expect that these masseuses knew what they were doing, and were not swayed to do anything with Jeffrey that they were not already doing. This is not to approve of the whole behavior, but lots of people I know and have behavior I don't entirely approve of. I know it's not politically correct to say that, because in general, this is a very sensitive issue. Yeah, pedophilia, a little bit sensitive. Don't know why, but for some reason, raping children gets under people's skin a little bit. And all of the other things being equal, one should take the side of the young women. Yeah, you think? But all things are not equal in this case. From my point of view, it is a judgment call, and I would not turn my back on a good friend so easily. Well, I'll turn my back on fucking Lawrence Krauss. Suck a dick, Lawrence Krauss, and not in a good way. I mean in the worst possible way that you could suck a dick. Suck a dick. In a follow-up comment, Lawrence Krauss suggests that the minors Epstein raped were actually just after his money. He also mentions a rumor that Krauss was involved in orgies on Epstein's island. I checked that, and funny thing, all I could find, well, I guess I'm not going to read all this. You guys can read all this if you want to. All I could find was a man claiming in 2006 that he saw Nobel scientist and Alexander Sokol engaging in barely legal orgies on Epstein's island. Krauss wasn't named, but it's clear now that this was the event Krauss organized in 2006. Strange that Krauss would volunteer that he definitely did not participate in an orgy that none of us at the time knew he was even rumored to have participated in. Fast forward to 2015, when more of Jeffrey Epstein's victims were coming forward to fight for justice, Lawrence Krauss still didn't hesitate to publicly speak up for him, telling Reuters his interest is in interesting people and interesting ideas. By now, I'd heard about Lawrence Krauss' own creepy behavior, and I knew of women he positioned on a Center for Inquiry cruise who complained to CFI. They buried the complaint and invited Krauss back on another cruise. CFI is now run by Krauss's good friend, Richard Dawkins. So Richard Dawkins! Paging Richard Dawkins, where you at, dude? This dude is not only a groper himself, but he's fucking taking up for Jeffrey Epstein. Maybe you want to distance yourself from this shithead a little bit, Richard? Richard, are you out there, Richard? Fucking do the right thing here, motherfuckers. Anyway, Lawrence Krauss now has a new Origin Project podcast with celebs like Pendulette, where you at? Why you going there? Ricky Gervais, fuck you. Fuck you guys for going on this guy's show. If you're wondering why you didn't know of all this back when it was happening, it's because you don't follow skeptics. We police our own. Loving science and critical thinking doesn't mean you have to look up to rapists and douchebags. 100% agree. Thank you, Rebecca Watson, for pointing this all out. I think Rebecca Watson took a real bad rap. All that shit she underwent from people like the Amazing Atheists. If you go back and you watch that stuff, go back. I implore you guys to go back and watch the videos they made about Rebecca Watson and tell me that the people making those videos weren't the assholes. And when they played a clip to Rebecca Watson, she was always calm, cool, and collected, and usually saying things that weren't too off the mark. Go back and watch. Go back and watch TJ's videos about it, where he rants and raves like a fucking madman, acts like a goddamn asshole about nothing when she did nothing, basically. What is this? Get off. What is that? Hopefully we're still streaming. All right. So what do you think about that? Are we off the Lawrence Krauss bandwagon? Are you ready to say cancel to Lawrence Krauss? Call to Dusty, the free thinker who started drinking soy through a tube in order to placate his new aggressive fan base. Sad, I know. Soy's so delicious. I inject it right to my nutsack. It shriveled them up like little raisins now. That's what I was going for, though. That's what it's like to be a soy boy beta cuck. There's a big black guy in the other room right now fucking the shit out of my girlfriend because I'm such a cuck. Yeah. All your insults really sting because they're all really mature and fresh. I am the last of my kind, all right? Child rape apologists, yep, that's exactly what they are. I was 16, they were around 20. Okay, cool. Cool to Dusty question. How do you feel that Thought Slime's skateboard is named Dusty? I didn't know that, and if it's named after me, I'm honored. And if it's not named after me, then I don't have any opinion on it whatsoever. Let's check the super chats. Not many super chats tonight. Nope, no new super chats. All right, well, we need some more super chats, please. Please consider supporting the show, because I want to be able to continue to do this for as long as I can. I notice the support is getting less and less on the show. Like I said, I wanted a third show, but the support seems to be dropping off for the show, which is sad, because, like, people keep telling me how great the show is, you know, and I watch it back, and the show is good, so I don't really understand why it's not doing better, but okay. Just got to go along with it. Oh, yeah, and this is, like, I never liked the Star Wars movies, but this whole Disney-fication of them is just, it makes it even worse. Apparently, their new poster, they literally just took a picture of an action figure, and they have this picture of the action figure. It looks so cartoony and shitty. Like, all these movies are just, I never got it. I never got why everybody loved these Star Wars movies. And I hate, and I'm not trying to shit on it. Just if you guys like it, fine. Like if it's not for me, that's cool. You know, different strokes, different folks. Like I gotta let people like things. I know people really love this, and it's cool. I'm just saying it's my personal opinion that I never got it, and especially the new Disney movies are terrible, fucking terrible. It has nothing to do with political correctness or the fact they added women or nothing. It's just that it's just too kiddie. You know, it's like a Disney movie, and I don't want to watch a Disney movie when I watch Star Wars. I want to watch something a little more grittier. That's something me and Joe Rogan agree on. And this is Sky Williams. I like Sky Williams. He's pretty cool. But he posted this, and they were kind of making fun of it. And I'm not really sure why they're making fun of this. Basically, they were like, for those wondering how they could help save the rainforest, the answer may be simple: eat less meat. And they're all making fun of it. Hey guys, look, the method to save the rainforest was right in front of us all the whole time. And like, I kind of understand. I get why this is not making people that happy, because obviously the problem with the rainforest goes beyond just the fact that they're clearing it off to grow meat, and they are doing that. The corporations are clearing off tons of rainforest in order to try to grow more meat to meet the global supply for meat. And if you want to help the rainforest not be destroyed so quickly, stopping eating meat helps not only that, but helps a lot of other things. It helps, global warming. Cow farts. Cow farts is, funnily enough, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's adding to global warming. The meat industry is heavily adding to global warming. And so, yeah, they're just basically saying in this article, instead of just sitting on your computers bitching about it, there is something you can do that will help. Now, you can also bitch. You can do both. And you can try to make changes, and you can try to get rid of that Bolsonaro guy that's helping that shit to happen. And obviously, part of the reasons the rainforests are burning down is because the previous administration cut like 50% of the funds to the environment, basically, to environmental protections and stuff that would help the rainforest. And they cut a whole bunch of things in half that would help the rainforest not to burn down. So that had a big cause in it. And there's lots of things they can do to help it. But yeah, one thing you can do, just a little thing, maybe, stop eating meat. You don't have to completely stop eating meat. Just every once in a while, maybe replace a meal a week with, a soy-based meal, something like that. Every little bit helps, and I don't understand why they're making fun of them for just, giving a real-world example instead of just, slacktivism and doing nothing. You can do a little bit of something. Every little bit helps, right? Why not do something? But they're like, no, just make fun of it instead of actually trying to do anything. I don't understand that and agree with it. So I'm calling it out. And I gotta say, man, these new Jeep commercials are a little hardcore for my taste. Yeah. Wrangler. I mean, it's cool. I want a Wrangler now, kind of. But, yeah. I don't know. It looks safe. I mean, if you want to shove a car out of the way, that's definitely a good car to do it. I mean, this minivan didn't even stand a fucking chance. But Wrangler. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm warming up to a little bit. Maybe I'll buy me a Wrangler someday. Smash all you fucks. And, let's see. Do I want to cover this one? All right, I guess I'll cover this. And this is the kind of thing that people like Peter Sweden, who is Peter Sweden, who is a right-wing grifter on Twitter, very, very similar to Paul Joseph Watson, where his entire thing is just to make fun of brown people and try to make it look like Muslims are raping everybody and they're destroying the West and make people scared of brownies, so they go out and commit violence against them, which is what's happening. But anyway, he lies his ass off, continuously lies, just like Paul Joseph Watson does. So he says, we don't have all the facts about this yet at present, but a man attempted to rape a woman. She stabbed him. They don't know each other well. And there were kids in the apartment. He has been held for attempted rape, she for attempted murder. That's what we have. Oh, okay. This is the Sweden. This is what Peter Sweden said. So this is Sweden in 2019. A woman stabbed a man in self-defense while she was being raped. She has now been arrested for attempted murder. We have the world's first feminist government. Women get arrested for self-defense now. It's ridiculous. And this guy's explaining what happened. No, the man attempted to rape her. She stabbed him. They know each other well, unlike what you said. And their kids were in their apartment. And he has been held for rape and she attempted murder. That's all we have. So they don't know what's going on yet. So they just arrested her basically until they figure out exactly what happened. If he really raped her, like they're supposed to do, while they investigate. And he's basically lying about it because their whole narrative is that Sweden is the rape capital of the world. It's the rape capital of the world because all the brownies and the feminist government is arresting people for even defending themselves against rape. It's just lies. They're just trying to lie and scare you folks. And that's exactly what they always do. And it's very effective. They rolling in the money. If you want to make money, this is how to do it. Man, I don't know. If this podcast doesn't work out, if I can't afford to do this anymore, I might just become a right-wing shud. Might become a total fucking grifter. I'd be great at it, man. Could make so much fucking money. Oh, man, I'm going to scare you people. I'm going to scare you people so bad. Every time you see a brown person, you're going to shit your pants. Oh, my God, that's a brown person. I bet he's in a gang. Let's lock the doors. Yeah. You guys going to be so scared when I'm done with you. You're going to give me all your money. But, no, I probably won't do that. I probably won't, just because I like to sleep too much. And this is definitely how it is. Rational Disconnect is making fun of these people. Apparently, this company put out plus-size clothing for people that want to work out, which, you know, is great, right? These are people that need to work out. And people that are just starting to work out and get in shape, they need athletic clothing too, just like anybody else. Sounds good to me. Nike is displaying plus-size and parasport mannequins for the first time in London's flagship store. The brand says it is to celebrate the diversity and inclusivity of sports. And, of course, eating will be an Olympic sport next. So this is making fun of them. This is exactly what they do. Reactionaries. You disgusting, fat, lazy pig. Stop pretending to be a victim and work out for once in your life. And then, Nike, we made workout sports clothes for overweight people. And then Reactionaries are like, oh, you're so fat. Eating is going to be an Olympic sport next. Oh, fatties. What are you working out for? So you can't win with these people. Like, either way, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And, next up, we're going to talk about Bernie Sanders. Stupid fucking Ben Shapiro's like, I want to live in a world with as much money available as Bernie Sanders believes is available because that sounds awesome. But yeah, Bernie Sanders' plan, his climate change plan is $16 trillion. He wants to save the fucking world. He wants to make sure that the human species doesn't get wiped out, and it will only cost $16 trillion. And Ben Shapiro's like, that much money doesn't even exist in the world, except for the fact that, yeah, the bank bailouts were $29 trillion. When that was happening, I didn't see you saying, there's not enough money for this. There's not enough money in the world to do this. Oh my God, why are we doing this? Nope. When it came to giving banks $29 trillion, you didn't say goddamn shit as far as I know. But when it comes to Bernie Sanders trying to save the fucking world, you're suddenly clutching your pearls about the goddamn budget? Of course you are, because this is the motherfucker who wrote articles when he was 20 talking about how civilians should be killed in Iraq, or he didn't give a shit if they were killed in Iraq. This is a profound psychopath hired by billionaires to trick you into allowing them to keep their fucking money. And, let's see, how far are we into the show now? Hour and 23 into the show. Making good progress. I don't have a video section for you guys today, but I do have a few videos and stuff in here. I think I'm going to skip this article for now. Let's see what this is. Oh, yeah, this is kind of funny. This is why men don't live as long as women. This guy just walking down the street, and he's like, ooh, that's a pretty cool motorcycle. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, let me take a look at this motorcycle. And I'm just going to grab this wire. I want to look at this motorcycle. And, yeah, that's a live wire, dude. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, that's shocking, isn't it? Yeah, that's why you don't do that. Don't be just, like, randomly grabbing live wires and shit. Why did you even reach out and grab that? Yeah, don't do that. I don't know. Anyway. I want to look where you're going next time, dude. And, let's watch some racist assholes. Here's a racist lady who wrecked into this woman's car, and then she just starts screaming racial slurs at her and telling her to go back to where she comes from. Guess! I bet you can't guess which presidential candidate this woman supports.
We don't want you here because you can't drive. You see? You crossed the line. I crossed the line. You don't know a damn thing. Go back to China where you belong, you fucking asshole. Chinky China lady. We don't want you here because you can't drive.
Good, look.
You see? You
look.
crossed the line.
She clearly over the fucking line. She clearly fucking over the line. She don't know how to drive. Blaming this fucking Chinese lady for not knowing how to drive. God damn it, these fucking Trump supporters. You telling me Trump ain't goddamn inspiring racism. They're all saying exactly what he said. Go back to where you came from. You know where they're fucking getting that from. How are you motherfuckers lying that Trump is not inspiring racism out here? You gotta be out of your not out of your goddamn, it's just liars. It's just people lying, pretending that Trump's not doing this when it's fucking obvious. I've showed, how many videos now have I showed of these people doing this? Dozens of these people repeating Trump's fucking talking points to brown people and minorities. We have a racist president that's spreading racism around the country and that is inspiring fucking white supremacist domestic terrorists. It's just amazing that this is happening right now. And like a lot of people are, not only are people okay with it, they're covering it up. And on to something a little more happy. Somebody colorized this picture of Vladimir Lenin. And I don't know, something about this dude is familiar to me. I can't place it, though. But he ugly. I give him that, man. He is one ugly man. That is one of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life. But he looks so familiar. Oh, God, he's hideous, though, so I can't look at his face anymore, regardless of how familiar he looks. But where do I know that guy from? I don't know. Ugly fuck. Get off my screen. So anyway, what do we have to say about that? Anybody can help me place Vladimir Putin? Not Vladimir Lenin. I sure would appreciate it. Because, Dusty, as an Asian, I want to punch that shud. I know. I want to punch him, too, and I ain't Asian even a little bit. Sorry, Dusty. I see assholes like that. Violence seems to be an option. Nope. Nope. You only help them with that. You take your phone out, you film them, and you name and shame them. That is the best way to do it. Violence is bad optics, and it makes your side hurt. It makes people like me have to waste our time explaining away your violence while we should be focusing on the issues. I can destroy any of these motherfuckers on the issues. It's not even close. But instead of being able to focus on the issues and destroy these motherfuckers, I spend my time having to defend, well, Hasan Piker is calling violence. They're on your side, Dusty. What do you have to say about this? I shouldn't have to say anything about it. I should be able to fucking ignore it and stick to the issues if you motherfuckers will let me. Let's see here. Mario, yep. Mario reincarnated. Do you mean pressure cookers? Cult of Lenin, yeah. Twinning. Looks like you, Dusty. What? No, it doesn't. Laughing my ass out, twins. The lady should go back to preschool. I know, right? Sad. So sad. Low energy. Cult of Dusty, do you like Hassan's ex, Janice Griffith? Wink, wink. I've never heard of Janice Griffith, but let me have a look. Let me see who Hassan's ex is. I can just copy and paste into Google. Google is God and will tell me anything. She's a pretty girl. Not too bad. Is she a model? She sure likes to wear lingerie. Like, I saw titties. You didn't see that, did you? God damn it. Now I've seen titties on here and I can't. Hopefully they won't fucking nuke my show because of that. But anyway, pretty girl. Not bad, Hassan. Wonder why she broke up with him. Let's check out the super chats. Super chats. BS 1820 $1.99. Thank you very much. HS Ross $10. Did you see the recent Democratic primary polls? Bernie and Warren are both tied and beating Biden in the most recent one, and Bernie is only 3 points behind Biden in the second most recent. Have hope. Yeah, I do have hope. I read about that. People were like, "Yeah, man, Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders are tied for 20%." So who is in the lead? Joe Biden, of course. Joe Biden is in the lead because when he's really not. But I'm just saying that's the joke. It's because when anybody else is in the lead except for Biden, you still have to pretend Biden is in the lead. But I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see Joe Biden losing ground. I hope fucking Bernie picks it up. Even Elizabeth Warren, you know, she's a good candidate too. Both of them together would be great. Wouldn't be surprised with that ticket whatsoever. Wouldn't be surprised to see if they win either. But also, I thought Trump was going to lose, so what the fuck do I know? Adam Wright, $4.99. Thank you, Adam Wright. Appreciate that. HS Ross, $5. Thank you for pointing out the environmental destruction of animal agriculture and how it's another reason to go veg. Yeah, I know, right? It's a huge part of it. All you guys want to sit around and complain about the environment, complain about Trump should do something about it, complain about other countries should do something about it. Well, you can do something about it, and it's not hard. But like, meat eaters get mad at you. That's the thing. Meat eaters love their meat so much they get mad at you for simply saying that them continuing to eat meat is slacktivism and they're not actually living up to as much as they could do. But I'm just telling you the truth. I know vegetarians are annoying. I know it's a cult. I know. But I'm being honest with you. You can do something instead of sitting on the sidelines and do nothing, and it will help. And it also helps stop animal suffering. So consider it maybe a little bit. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not your dad. Agent 355. Dusty, get your pet beds from Ross, $5 to $15. How big are they? Because I got some big-ass dogs. You can get a pet bed at Walmart for $4, but it's a small one. But the big ones are like $50 for, you know, I have big dogs, big black dogs. They're the dogs at the shelter that get killed first because nobody adopts big black dogs. So that's what I have a lot of. So anyway. Rod Spencer, $5. Why do you think people are so angry and tribal today? It seems happiness is fleeting across the nation. Capitalism becoming overwhelming. Yeah, a lot of it is just people spend so much time working and trying to make ends meet, and their lives aren't going the way that they thought they were going to, and so they're angry about it. And social media is not helping either, because social media, we're connected to people who are constantly bragging about their lives and showing you pictures of their wonderful lives, and it makes people feel worse about, you know, their situations. And when people are miserable, misery loves company, and they tend to want to lash out at others and make others as miserable as they are. So I think that has a lot to do with it. Thank you for that. HS Ross, $10. For those in the chat who don't know, 91% of the Amazon deforestation is to grow feed crops and grazing land for cattle. It takes up to 18 times as much land to feed a meat eater as a vegan. Yep, exactly right. That's why I was so pissed off when Joe Rogan let Ted Nugent on to say that vegetarians kill more animals than meat eaters. That is it's so dumb on so many levels, but especially on the level that most of the food that we raise, most of the vegetables and corn and shit, is fed to cattle. So the whole thing makes no sense from Jump Street. How he did not see that immediately. How he did not think to himself, hey, this is Ted Nugent, one of the dumbest fucking people on the planet. I should immediately not believe what he's saying because it sounds stupid. Instead of, that's a great point, Ted. Yeah, fucking vegetarians. And like when Jordan Peterson was on saying that the only reason men are feminist is because they're trying to trick other feminists into sleeping with them. And Joe Rogan was like, yeah, fucking feminist men, they're just trying to get laid. Yeah, we have a lot of really reasonable reasons to shit on Joe Rogan for the things he's done. And that's just a couple examples. There's tons of them. So, yeah. Get mad at me for it all you want to, but dude has done a lot of fucking harm that he should own up to, in my opinion. HS Ross, $10. It's radically inefficient to grow crops to feed to animals and then eat animals. I know, right? Most energy is lost in the process. Agreed. It takes between 3 to 16 pounds of dry grain to produce a single pound of wet meat. Yep. Preach, HS Ross. Thank you, man. This is the kind of stuff that made me a vegetarian, folks. Like, I love meat. I used to love fucking meat. Man, that was all my diet. Beef jerky, every fucking day eat beef jerky. But you just read about this shit and you're like, okay, well, it's bad for the planet. I should put my actions where my mouth is and then at least try to do something, right? Try not to be a hypocrite today, Dusty, so do it. And try to be the change that you want to see in the world, I guess. That sounds cliche and dumb, but that's true, so. BS 1820, give me $1.99. Thank you, BS 1820. Really appreciate that. More super chats, please. Really appreciate the support. You guys rock ass. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. And folks, we have reached peak capitalism. It don't get any better than this. Death Row Records is now owned by toy company Hasbro. That's right, folks. Death Row Records, now owned by a toy company. Yep. This is what it's all about. No matter how you try to brand your image as fighting the powers, fighting the system, as being punk rock and being outside of the mainstream, eventually, in a capitalist system, it'll happen to you too. Eventually, Kurt Cobain songs are going to be on a McDonald's commercial. Mark my words, that's going to happen eventually. Maybe 100 years from now, but eventually you're going to be hearing Smells Like Teen Spirit on a McDonald's ad. There's no doubt about it. It's going to happen. Eventually, fucking, what is his name? Manson. I was going to say it's Charles Manson. Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson. Eventually, Marilyn Manson's music is going to be on a Wendy's commercial, I bet you. Just wait. That's what capitalism does to everything. Everything is a fucking dollar sign. Even the things that are supposed to be far outside capitalism and against the system always get sucked into it, turned into a dollar sign eventually. And once you guys die off or go to jail, your shit belongs to the system. So, kind of funny, but also kind of sad at the same time. And this is pretty hilarious. Tim Pool doesn't actually read the articles before he goes on his show, and so he makes a fool of himself because he's like questioning the article. Why is this like this? And then the article tells him in the very next paragraph he didn't even bother to read, so it's kind of funny. Let's hear it.
Comparing the area that burned in August this year to an average of the areas burned during the same month in the previous 5 years illustrate part of the reason why this year's fires have garnered so much attention. Wait, what? It's the same thing. Is it different? It looks like there were more fires on average than there were today. So why is it gaining so much attention? Does it illustrate part of the reason? What was that reason? For real, you could overlay these and it's almost identical. They say, scientists at Brazil's National Institute of Space Research calculated that there were 35% more fires so far this year than in the average of the last 8 years. Now that's a fair point.
Yeah, I finally read it. I finally decided to read the article. I was just going to go ahead and shit on it when I didn't know what I was fucking talking about. But now it's going to explain it to me. So yeah, that's a fair point. Not to make a fool out of myself on my video. Oh, Tim, you are the gift that keeps on giving. And I never saw this footage before. I don't know if you guys ever saw it. But it turns out that the guy who started the Satanic Church, was it Timothy LaVey? Is that his name? Or Anton LaVey. Anton LaVey. Apparently, he was kind of a racist dickhead. Now, apparently, the Satanic Church has answered for this. They put out a tweet that said, this was just some kind of performance he was doing to be edgy and comedy and something. I don't know. Their response didn't make any sense. Looks like he's a giant dickhead to me. What do you guys think?
Brother Satan, I call forth this night all of your forces to aid me the elevation of the superior human animal and the destruction of all those niggers, kikes, fags, wops, greasers, degenerates that are inferior and not as we are. We are superior, and we are superior not by ethnic means, but by the superior force of the will, the imagination, the creativity, and the very essence of resourcefulness and survival that is the heart and the very soul of the Satanist. Be with us tonight. Place us in a position of sovereignty that we might look down upon our inferiors, cast their kin into the morass of mediocrity where they belong. Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Shemham Farash!
Shemham Farash!
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
God, what a fucking dork. Like, seriously, this stupid LARPing shit is so cringe. It's just cringes Catholic people, in my opinion. I know a lot of this is supposed to be mockery, and they're making fun. And I understand the Satanist Church doesn't actually believe in Satan. They're just doing it to mock Christianity. And I actually like the Satanist Church a lot. I like the fact that they challenge the monuments and stuff, the Christian monuments that go up on public properties and stuff, like public buildings and stuff, government buildings. I like what they're doing there, but this guy is obviously a fucking twat. And all the LARPing shit. This is also kind of what I think about the whole Hasan and Walsh things. Where, like, if you guys really want to espouse violence and stuff, you first. Quit LARPing. You get out there and do it first. You get out there and go kill somebody first. Go out there and kill some capitalists instead of, trying to encourage your fan base to do it. You first, dudes. Quit LARPing. That's all you guys are doing. You're LARPing as these revolutionaries. But you're not, dudes. You're not revolutionaries. You're dudes on YouTube talking, right? Anyway, what do we think about Anton LaVey? Complete fucking dickhead, or is he just acting? Is this cool because he's an actor and he's just making fun, or is he a piece of giant shit? You tell me, folks. I'm open. Open either way. Satan is an anarchist humanist. Okay. I mean, if Satan existed, but he doesn't. Hail Satan. Very cringe and very hateful. Yes, that's what it seems like to me. Cult of Dusty. Is this guy on drugs? Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm sure he's on all the drugs. He's in his mom's basement. I know. The whole thing is just so dorky. Like, I would never hang out with these people. They're like the... I was going to say they're like people... I shouldn't say that because that's mean to these people. I was going to say they're like people that play Dungeons & Dragons in their mom's basement. But, like, Dungeons & Dragons in your mom's basement is actually fun. It's way funner than this shit. I'd way rather hang out with dorks that play Dungeons & Dragons than dorks that dress up in costumes and say Hail Satan and say the N-word and shit. Just, Satan hates God. Dude only has a relevance because of the satanic Bible. I know, right? I ain't got no interest in it. I think that's cringe as fuck. So, alright, let's keep on with the show. What else we got here? We got about 30 minutes left in the show. Thought this was cute as shit. This is the girl's first and last day of school. No, I'm sorry. It's the girl's first day of school in the morning and then after the first day of school. So this is pretty funny. Yep, that's what it's like. It's what it's like on your first day at a job, too. Her tie's all in crooked, her hair disheveled. She all fucked up. It's like, what was that? It was horrible. I've seen things. Terrible things. But you're cute. It'll be fine tomorrow. You'll make friends and you'll work it out. Saw this one. Impossible to know who lost more credibility here. And yeah, like, do they go out of the way just to try to look as smug and arrogant as they can in every picture? It's like, look at me. Yeah, I made hundreds of thousands of dollars by teaching my dog to do the Nazi salute. I'm awesome. Isn't this world great to reward you for such mediocrity? And then this guy, I guess this is the loser campaign tour. These guys got like 0% of the vote. And Alex Jones, oh my God, Alex Jones. One of the worst human beings on the planet, con man Alex Jones. Piece of shit. 3 pieces of shit together. Birds of a feather flock together. And apparently they've done studies now. This is good. They're finally doing studies on this to show that these channels like Steven Crowder and Ben Shapiro are actually a gateway to the alt-right, and they actually have proof of it now, where they're finding the links to where people are going to, and they're putting it out there. Far-right propagandists Ben Shapiro, Steve Crowder, and PragerU are gateways to white nationalism on YouTube. Facts prove this. More evidence of YouTube right-wing radicalization. In a study of 79 million YouTube comments, shows that a high percentage of people who now comment on alt-right videos used to comment exclusively on intellectual dark web and alt-light videos. So they're basically going to all these right-wing white supremacist videos, and they're checking the people that are commenting and seeing what they commented on before, and they came directly from Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, all these people, right? Which we already knew. We already knew this is what was happening. We already knew people were gateways, like just like that person that was on, wasn't Kyle Kalinski's show, it was the other guy. But he was saying that Shoe on Head was his gateway to the alt-right. You watch Shoe on Head videos, then he saw Blair White in her videos and watched Blair White, and it's just, it just leads them down this rabbit trail to this alt-right racist bullshit. And now we have the proof. The evidence is coming out. What we've always said, we now know to be fact. So that's cool. Keep up the science, dudes. Not that it's going to matter. Not that those people are ever going to acknowledge that this is the truth or change their ways or own up to it, but at least we can call them out for it, so that's cool. And, let's see here, 30 minutes, and I still got a bunch of shit to cover. This is shocking, isn't it? Texas Baptist pastor who advocated executing women for abortion faces child sexual assault charges. Shocker! Another one of these guys. It's like every fucking week with this. Or it's like daily, really, every day with this thing. Texas Baptist pastor who advocated for executing women. I already read that. Stephen Bratton, a 43-year-old recently former Southern Baptist pastor in Cypress Station, Texas, has been charged with repeatedly sexually assaulting a teenage relative over several years. Stephen Bratton, who resigned from Grace Family Baptist Church in Cypress Station last month, was charged Friday with continuous sexual abuse of a child, Senior Deputy Thomas Yellen said Saturday. A 43-year-old is accused of inappropriate touching that escalated to sexual intercourse multiple times a day or several times a week from 2013 to 2015. Bratton seemed to have a keen interest in controlling women's bodies and their health care because, of course, he did. Bratton has been an outspoken pro-life advocate, making national news recently for supporting a failed bill that would have made it possible to criminally charge a woman who terminated their pregnancy. So, yeah, do as I say, not as I do. It's okay. It's okay for him to have sex with minors, but don't have a baby. I guarantee you, though, if he would have got this minor pregnant, he would have gone and had an abortion immediately to cover up for it. I no fucking doubt about it in my mind. That's how these people are. There's a different set of rules for them. You know, they think they control women's bodies, and then when they need to, they think they control women's bodies again by having abortions. And we just see the same shit over and over and over again with the fucking Christian right, folks. And it's amazing that more people are not calling this out. And like, other than me, be honest, other than me calling this shit out, even I don't call this shit out very often anymore, but other than me, whoever talks about this shit? Who do you guys ever talk about the fucking Christians and what the right-wing religious dipshits are doing? I mean, it's just weird. It's weird that everybody's so distracted by the left and by SJWs and still is not calling out this shit, even though it happens. I mean, how many times do I cover this? How many times are they raping our kids? Always, forever, and no one seems to give a shit. It's really strange. This was kind of funny. A little wholesomeness to cleanse our palate with. They asked this girl to count to 10 backwards. And so she's like, I can count to 10 backwards.
Guys, can we count backwards? Yeah. All right, here we go.
1, 2. Yep, she's doing it. Yep, she knows what she's doing. A loophole. You got to be more specific than that, teacher. But isn't she cute? And this is funny too. This is my dogs every time you fucking eat dinner. Yep, look at him. She says, my sister's dog was watching us at the dinner table. He's like, what are you doing in there, guys? Are you eating? It looks good. Oh my God, why am I out here not at the dinner table? I'm a human. I'm a human like you. Set me a plate. This isn't fair. It's not fair. Poor boy. You better get that boy a plate. He's a good boy. You can tell by how chubby his body is. Look at that sad face. You can't leave him out. He's a family member. That ain't right. Cute little fuck. And Oscar nomination goes to, and this is cute. You can tell this little dog just loves this shit. She's part of the show, but she just loves being loved by her owner. She's like, I'll stay here all day and get this love. Yeah, look at that big smile. She's good and well trained. Like, yep, more kissing daddy, more. Yeah, till little derp tongue come out. She's like, yep, this is the shit. This is the best job ever. This is my dream job. Oh, you cute little fuck. Too stinking cute, goddammit. I'm gonna put them in a pot, eat them up. And this is by far the best staircase I've ever seen. But this would be dangerous. I'd be like kicking my feet and trying to walk down the path and smashing my feet into the stairs. That's pretty fucking kick ass, though. I gotta get up to them. Dangerous, though. I would definitely be stumping my toes on that shit. And I guess we'll take a break and read the chats. What you guys got to say in the chat? Anything interesting going on in the chat? You guys having fun hanging out with the other chat? We got a pretty good crew in the chat, so you guys can make friends and shit. She showed you. Hell, she did. I don't know what we're talking about, but I just agree with you. Typical churchy ones. Yep. Dusty, when am I going to get a wrench? I've been around forever. I don't even know what that means. What does a wrench do? Is that some kind of meme I'm not aware of? You have to explain that to me. I never met a nice South African. Why? Is that a troll that I should kick? Why does this person keep saying they've never met a nice South African? Are you joking? Or are you a troll? Because if that's trolling, then we should kick you because that's dumb as shit. Obviously, there were plenty of nice South Africans, you fucking moron. But if it's just a joke, I'm sorry. So let's see what we got in the super chats. Super chats. Brad Hallman, hey, you got me $20. That's very kind. Thank you, Brad. Hey, Dusty, keep up the great work. Hope the animals are well. Yeah, they're doing pretty cool. I'm trying to think of any new stories. We brought our table in and put it up against the window so they can sit on this big table and look out the window and shit. Guess nothing else real interesting going on in their lives, but they're all good, all fat and happy. So thank you for that. I'll buy them some dog food with that. I'll buy them some of the good stuff. Appreciate that, Brad. HS Ross, $10 for the chat. Since farming land does environmental harm and meat eating causes 18 times more land to be farmed, meat eating does 18 times more harm than from this. Plus harm to farmed animals than eating veg. Yep, good point. Like, I know you guys love your meat. I know it's really hard to give up. I know it's annoying that somebody wants you to give up your meat. I know, but man, when I was a fucking meat eater, I was annoyed by vegetarians, and I was like right there with everybody else who always told the same joke. You know, how do you know somebody's a vegetarian? Just wait 5 minutes, they'll tell you. You know, I told that same stupid joke over and over again. But I mean, the world could come to an end. There have been studies that show it probably won't happen, but there is a chance that there could be a chain reaction that leads to the destruction of all life on the planet because of global warming. And so, maybe we should try to do what we can to help it. That's all I'm saying, and this is one thing we can do that's not that hard. I actually went to Walmart today, and they have a lot more new vegan products in the vegan frozen aisle from Morningstar. Morningstar's come out with these new popcorn chicken. It's not actually chicken, of course, but fake popcorn chicken, and they have a lot of new products, so, try it out. Replace a meal or two a week. Couldn't hurt. Thank you for that, HS Ross. And he also says, by conservative estimates, Animal AG is responsible for 14.5% of all GHG emissions, which is more than all transportation exhaust combined. Higher estimates are more like 30 to 50% of GHG from animal agriculture. Yep. Most people don't know, I guess. Most people don't know just how much the meat industry is accelerating global warming and adding to it. And, I actually went and looked. I've been doing a lot of research on global warming because I'm worried about it. And so, gotta do what you can, folks. I'm not your dad. Do what you want, but highly recommended. $5 from HS Ross. Dusty, did you pay people in the chat to try to downplay environmental impacts of animal agriculture so I debate them in super chats and you make money? Yes! Haha! I'm such a genius. I'm like, I'm gonna get shitheads to downplay eating meat just so HS Ross give me money. My plan's coming to fruition. I can't believe you called me out on it, though. Appreciate that, HS Ross. Cecilia C, $2. I want to get a pet rabbit. What you think? As long as you take care of it. Works for me. See if you can find one at the shelters, though. They have them rarely. Maybe they'll call you when they get one. BS 1820, $4.99. Who do you think, who do you look up the most, celebrity-wise? Like, if you has to pick a new dad, who? Ricky Gervais or Matt Damon would be my top list. Not Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais is... He's okay sometimes, but he tells a lot of chuddy jokes, and he's always like, you can't even say anything anymore, tell a joke. Oh, God. It's so stupid. I hate that whiny bullshit. He went on the fucking, was it Oscars or whatever it was, and he started telling transphobic jokes, and he was telling it was the hackiest, stupid transphobic jokes. And then when he got called out for it, he was going to act like a fucking victim. No, dude. You have the right to tell whatever jokes you want to, and people have the right to call you out for your shitty jokes, right? It's not a violation of your free speech. That's how the system's supposed to work. My dad. Who would my dad be if I had to pick a celebrity daddy? I got to go with Jason Momoa. I think he's my daddy, and I don't mean that in like a non-sexual way. So anyway, more super chats, please. Lifeblood of the show. Moving on, we're about to go into the religious bullshit stuff. I have a bunch of religious bullshit stuff here for you guys. Maybe I'll skip the religious bullshit stuff for now and go to the rest of the stuff and come back to it. I have all this stuff that I've been meaning to cover for the last 3 shows and I haven't done it, so let's cover it real quick. One thing, and this is such fucking bullshit. Get off. God damn it, Washington Post. All right, fuck this. Basically, it's how the CEOs got together and said that maybe maximizing shareholder profits is no longer the #1 thing they should be doing. But it's bullshit. They're still going to do that. They're just trying to play like they've having a change of heart. Well, maybe everything in the world being a dollar sign is not what's actually best for our society. Yeah, you think? But you motherfuckers ain't going to change it. You're just lying. We see right through you. Capitalism as it stands has to be destroyed. I was going to say fix, but it has to be destroyed. Now, capitalism, there are forms of it that can work, in my opinion. But the current form we have in this country is not working and needs to be destroyed as fast as possible, in my opinion. And Dusty Smith liked this. What did I like? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Bernie Sanders going all out for marijuana legalization, and I love that shit. He says, we must legalize marijuana nationally, expunge past marijuana convictions, and ensure revenue from legal marijuana is reinvested in the communities most impacted by the failed war on drugs. Holy shit, yes! How is this man not president already? How? It's so obvious. This is the guy that should be leading things. What the fuck? And we have this guy, the last person in the goddamn universe that should be president, as president instead. It's maddening, folks. Fuck, I'm gonna try not to get upset. But here's something a little bit more that's funny. At least it'll help us feel a bit better. Karen is now the general manager. She became the very thing she swore to destroy. No, Karen, no! You're supposed to ask to see the manager. You're not supposed to be the manager. What's going to happen if another Karen comes in and asks to see you? The universe is going to explode! Think of the universe, Karen. Fucking Karen. And I don't know if you guys heard about this, but apparently Gillette lost $8 billion because of their toxic masculinity commercials. Yeah. I talked bullshit about it. I was like, nah, they're going to make plenty of money. They're going to make lots of money because all you guys are giving them free advertising with this controversy. And I'll say it again. Their commercial was great. The commercial that they put out was amazing to tackle toxic masculinity. And then the next one they put out, which was to help trans awareness, was also fucking amazing. They actually did a really good thing. And of course, they got punished for it. They got incredibly fucking punished for it. They lost $8 billion, and they've said, we're done. We're not doing the social justice stuff anymore. We've learned our lesson. Get woke, go broke, and that's what happened to Gillette. So it's sad. It's sad that they're punished for it. It's sad this is the society we live in. You know, talk about toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity cost them $8 billion because all the toxic men were like, fuck you calling out my toxic masculinity. I ain't gonna buy you products. And so they didn't. So, I don't know, depressing. It's a depressing world we live in. Doing the right thing gets you fucked over and over again, and doing the wrong thing gets you rewarded repeatedly for it. And there's no justice in this world, and it's sad. And but anyway, let's try not to think about it, because it's not happy. Let's just make fun of these people. Put this country back tougher. I guess he meant together? I don't know. I don't know if he meant tougher or not. It's hard to tell with these inbred morons. Trump's our man, A-R-E. If he can't do it, nobody can. Yeah, well, nobody can then. Because worst president ever, and you were the dumbest people that ever fucking lived. You can't even spell 3-letter words. It's just, of course, like Trump says, he loves the undereducated. He loves the low-educated. Yep, you sure do. That's the ones that's fucking supporting you, isn't it? And apparently this sheriff's deputy said he had been sniped, and turns out he hadn't been sniped. He cut a hole in his vest with a knife and claimed he was sniped. So there was no sniper, no shots fired, no gunshot injury sustained in his shoulder. Complete fabrication. So yeah, fuck that guy. Goddamn cops. they're like, I don't know, like 20 times, something like that, more likely to be criminals than the average person. It's not that, but it's something crazy like that. So, fuck them. Let's see what else we got here. This is kind of crazy. The shit you can find on Reddit. So this woman says, for years, I debated whether my childhood memory of a deacon grabbing my ass at a church in Alaman, Maine, was confabulation. I recently found proof while digitizing a VHS. So apparently she is at the church, and they're taking a VHS of it. And here's the preacher. Leans over to her. Getting closer to her, and reaches over, about to grab her ass. And look, turns around. Yep, you grabbed her ass, didn't you? You fucking perv. Right there on camera. Showing her the love of Jesus, aren't you? That's what they always do. Good old Christians. Gotta love that shit. And talk about late stage capitalism. It's exactly what it is. You are worth more than your wage. Nope, scratch that out instead. Clean your room. Clean your room. You're not worth more than your wage. Clean your room, motherfucker. JBP. Fucking commies. Your problem is you ain't cleaning your room. That's why you're miserable and you're in a dead-end job that's not paying you shit and you can't get any women. It's because your room is not clean. That will solve all your problems, won't it? Nope. Sure won't. Sure won't at all. And let's see what else we got on here. Guess I'll do a couple of these Christian stories real fast. Let's try this one. I love these. I love these stories these pastors clearly make up. They're so fucking stupid. Sorry, Pathios. If you guys like the Christian segment of the show, be sure to go support him at Meta at the Friendly Atheist, which is where I get all my stories from about Christianity. So hook him up. Me and him had some feuds before, but he's pretty cool. He does a good job. So Christian preacher Andrew Womack is known for his over-the-top claims in the name of Jesus. Last year, for example, he criticized Christians who complained about cancer, saying cancer was really no big deal since Jesus would have saved you in the afterlife. He also said he raised his own son from the dead. Sure he did. Now he's talking about, I was in Vietnam holding it. Let's just, how long is this? 28 minutes. Okay, I'll just read it. I was in Vietnam holding a Bible study, and this is right after I'd first gotten turned on to the Lord. And I had an atheist, a Princeton graduate. Oh, sure. He wasn't from Harvard. He was from Princeton. Okay, good. Come in. And he was an intellectual. He was so smart, folks. You don't even know. And he started asking me these tough questions that I didn't have the answers for. Like anything. I don't have answers for anything. And I wasn't an apologist. And so I didn't have an answer for him. But basically, the only thing I could do was say, I know Jesus is real because he talks to me. I have a relationship. And I know the Bible is real because God speaks to me. The word has come alive. Well, then that means you're schizophrenic, right? When you hear voices in your head, that's schizophrenia. That's not the Bible, dude. And he just ridiculed me, as he should. And there was 7 to 8 people in my Bible study, and he got up and he says, you're a fool. And he walked out and took all of my Bible study with him. Oh, my God, this story. Really? You were in a Bible study with 7 or 8 people. And this guy came in and made a fool of you, and everybody in the Bible study left with this guy. That's what you're saying. This is your story, dude. They went with him instead of with me. But I was sitting there for about 30 minutes later. Yeah, you're just sitting there for 30 minutes. Not moving alone by yourself. Think about what happened. That sounds right. Just thinking about, God, that was a total failure. What could I have done differently? And this guy walks back in and says, I want what you got. Oh, what? To be destroyed intellectually? And I thought, you do? And I said, why? Because you walked out on me. And he says, my whole life is based on an argument. It's based on intellectual things, he says. I pride myself on that. And he says, I just made a fool out of you. And yet you still believe. You've got something that is beyond just reason. You've got a relationship. And he says, I want that. And I got to lead this guy to the Lord. Yeah, this definitely happened, folks. 100%. There's no doubt this story is true. This intellectual from, what is it, Yale? What he said? Princeton. This intellectual from Princeton came in and fucking destroyed him with intellectual debate. And then was so impressed by how well the guy got destroyed, he came back and got saved for the Lord. That's the power of Jesus, folks. Real life shit. Real life shit. Let's see here. This is a maddening story. This lesbian got a nasty letter from her pastor kicking her out of her Baptist church, even though I don't think she was fucking going anymore. She hadn't even fucking been going in a while, but they basically sent her a letter just to be dickheads. Can you imagine being in a fucking church and being such a dickhead that you decide to send a letter to somebody that hasn't gone to church a while just to shit on them for being gay. Dear Mary, it's been about a year now since you left your church family to live an unbiblical lifestyle with Olivia Jennings, naming names and everything. At the outset, I kindly but firmly reminded both of you that a homosexual relationship is forbidden in Scripture and against God's original design. For a professing Christian to live openly and unremorsefully in sin is degrading to the name of Christ, defiling to her church family, and destructive to himself, herself. I told you that the church could not allow you to live in unrepentant disobedience without addressing it. We love you too much to neglect you. Yeah, we love you so much. We can't accept you. That's how much we love you. We're going to kick you out of the church. We love you so much. That's the love of Christ, isn't it? I had hoped that you would repent. However, after numerous attempts by family, church members, and friends to convince you of your error, you have remained resistant. Yeah, no matter how many people try to tell you you ain't gay, you're still gay. What up with that? It's almost like you were born that way, but it can't be, because Jesus made everybody, and Jesus don't make no queers, so must be your sin. In fact, you entered into a marriage contract, a marriage in quotes, of course, because you can't get married. God made Adam and Eve, not Eve and Jill, or whatever, I don't know. Into a marriage contract with Olivia on Father's Day, no less. Therefore, on July 14, 2019, the deacon body unanimously recommended that your membership at Gracewood Baptist Church be terminated. She ain't even gone there in a year. You didn't quit her, she quit you, motherfuckers. Take the hint. This is like when a girl doesn't fucking text you back for a year, and then you message her and say, we're through. Bitch, you was already through. She been fucking other people for a year now. What the fuck's wrong with you? With much sadness, the church held a special business meeting. You had a special meeting for this shit, really? You motherfuckers are so petty that after a year, you hold a special fucking meeting just to vote out a gay person? Really? Okay. With much sadness, the church had a special business meeting on August 7th, 2019, and voted without objection to end your membership. Even she wouldn't object, folks. She hadn't been there a year. Upon your request and evidence of her... I love this. They're basically like, but if you fucking quit being gay and crawl back to us, we'll let you back in. Upon your request and evidence of repentance and reformation. However, you may be restored to full fellowship at Gracewood by the vote of the body. As the Father rejoices over one lost sheep being found, we will celebrate your homecoming. We will pray and wait expectantly. In Christ, Barry Baker, pastor. Okay, Barry Baker, fuck you. Anybody knows this Barry Baker guy? Shit on him. If you got his email address, email him, tell him what a piece of shit he is. God damn it. What a passive, a goddamn aggressive asshole this motherfucker is. Nobody want to be a part of your goddamn anti-gay church, Barry Baker. Fuck off. You probably just going to molest this girl if she comes back anyway, if I know anything about goddamn Christian pastors, so. Disgusting. Disgusting, but that's Christianity for you, right, folks? And, guess I will finish it up with one more story. Let's see here what we want. I think I'm going to cover the rest of this stuff on a super secret live stream. I'll probably have a super secret live stream Wednesday. So if you guys want to see all this Christian stuff covered, I will probably cover it then. One more. Okay, I guess we'll do this one. So apparently, I think it was in Kentucky. In Kentucky, they passed a law that every single school has to have "In God We Trust" signs in every single building. Because, you know, fuck separation of church and state. Doesn't matter. They want to force Christianity on people, and doesn't matter if you have atheists in schools or not. It's now the law. You have to have the fucking thing on the wall in every single building, because why not, right? It makes a big difference, doesn't it? Children seeing and an "In God We Trust" sign is definitely going to change their entire lives, isn't it? It's definitely going to make sure they're not school shooters and whatnot, because that's reality. But beginning in 2019-2020 school year, local boards shall require each public intermediate school and secondary school to display the national motto of the United States, "In God We Trust," in prominent location in the school. So obviously a lot of schools are pissed off about this because they understand that this is a violation of church and state and they don't have any part of this. But it's the law. They have to. So they found a loophole. Basically what they're doing is they're just framing a dollar bill. They just framed a dollar bill and put it on the wall, and then the dollar bill says, "In God We Trust" on it. Loophole! Yep. That does the job. That passes. Now they can't get in trouble for not doing what the law says. So this school year, Kentucky began requiring schools to place "In God We Trust" in the buildings. I absolutely love living in a school district that wants to follow the law while also ensuring every student feels welcome back regardless of religious beliefs. Thank you so much, Fayette County Public Schools, for simply posting a dollar with "In God We Trust." My kids don't feel awkward or excluded for not believing in God. And it shouldn't be on the money, but if you have to do it, If you have to fucking respect this law, I guess this is the way to do it. Lupo, so genius. Appreciate you guys doing that. That's awesome and amazing. And last chance to get in your super chats. If you want to super chat me, lifeblood of the show. And finished up The Boys. Oh man, I can't wait for the new season of The Boys. Lane Diggy, what a fucking amazing show that is. No spoilers, but the best Superman character of any Superman movie ever. Loved it. $2 from HS Ross. Feel the burn. I am feeling it. Hopefully he's going to win. He got 20%. We can do it. I'm doing my part. You know, I'm shilling for Bernie every chance I get, so I hope you guys are too. Appreciate that. HS Ross, since Daily Wire is a chud outlet, have you double-checked the 8 billion loss figure? No, I have not checked that. I absolutely have not. That may not be true. But it probably is. Fucking amazing show that is. Shut the fuck up, Dusty. Goddammit. I did read that Gillette did respond, and they said they were taking a different business direction. So I do think probably they did take a loss. Whether the 8 billion is true or not, I'm not really sure. So fact check me. Everybody fact check me, because I am definitely fallible. HS Ross, please support Bernie however you can. I'm doing it every way I can. If you can donate, please do. You can also use the Burn app. All right, never heard of it, but I'll check that out. Make calls, send text, or knock on doors to build a movement and turn people out to vote Bernie. Yeah, social media, dudes. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all that's real powerful. You guys have so much more power than you think you do. People just don't understand the power they have, and so they don't wield the power. And because you don't wield your power, other people wield their power, and they basically eliminate your power because you didn't use it. It's kind of a use it or lose it situation. So do what you can, folks. Got to get Bernie in there if it's at all possible. And HS Ross, just go to berniesanders.com and click on the donate and volunteer tab. Yep. Totally agree with HS Ross. I really appreciate your support, HS Ross. You're amazing. Thank you for that. And let's read a few of the chats. Chat. What's the chat got to say here? Yikes. LOL. Yep. I don't even know what you're talking about, but anything I say could be yikes. I started with Dusty. Weird way into YouTube ranters, but hey ho. It's the best way to enter the YouTube rants. Who rants better than Dusty does? Nobody. That's the answer to that. 3 Lardasses. I know what you're talking about. This must be talking about the Sargon, Alex Jones, Donkula picture. Can already tell. Let's see what else we got here. I'm actually being literal and not snarky. Dicks like you. There is no law, no mention of anything about separation of church and state in the Constitution. Okay, cool. The right-wingers in Trump we trust. I know, right? Stupid. I drink maple syrup like it's water. Well, you must be very overweight because that is not healthy for you. Dusty, Gillette sales haven't budged after its controversy Me Too ad, but it's calling the campaign a big success. Gillette sales following the commercial in line with pre-campaign levels. All right, well, what the fuck do they say they lost $8 billion for? Is that fake news? Did I just get fake news? I guess I should have checked. God damn it. I will look into it. We'll talk about this in the next show, whether I get fake news or not. God damn it, Daily Wire, which is Ben Shapiro's bullshit. Did you just fake news me? I'm going to be mad. All right. Well, that's the end of the show, folks. We did pretty good. It was an awesome show. I really appreciate everybody that's supporting the show, everybody that tuned in. I love you guys so fucking much, and I will be back Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. If you guys want to help the show, please consider becoming a Patreon. We had 622. Oh, we got 626. We got another one. Yay! Somebody gave me $4 during the show. That's really cool. Appreciate that. Get me to 1,000. There'll be a third show in the week. I promise. We're going to nail it. Even though there's already going to be a third show this week. There's going to be a real third show. Not a fake, super secret live show, but a real third CODcast. So that's going to happen. So anyway, as always, love you guys. If you want to say something to me, you can type it in the chat. I read everything that's in this chat. I take you guys' suggestions very seriously, your comments very seriously. So let me know what you have to think. I'll see you guys on the Fridays for some Filter Fridays. Love you guys so much. Be back soon. And as always, till next time, logic. Yeah, don't fake news Dusty. Fuck that. Later, guys. Super Saiyan!